Last time, in the Rumpus Room, we met our first set of characters. Artie, Bleps, Rhythorn, Bavid, and Felanao. Bleps said farewell to her homeworld as she set out towards new horizons. Artie completed his research mission of the fantastical Splintered Sphere, and Bavid, Rhythorn, and Felanao dealt with a trio of unsavory characters in a bar, before being invited to join the Rilken United Forces. Now, let us begin the tale of another group of adventurers in the Parontie Galaxy, as we continue our story, Once Upon a Rumpus Room.
Hello and welcome to the second episode of Once Upon a Rumpus Room. I'm your Dungeon Master, Jaden, joined here today by our second group of adventurers. Here we have...
Me.
And his name is...
Callum.
There we go. And next to him we have... Cat. And next to Cat, well, across the table.
The first Isaac.
Isaac number one. Then we have...
Eleanor,
or Ella for short. And then we have...
Isaac number two.
Isaac number two. We have two Isaacs in that group. Great plan.
For short.
yeah, thank you for assigning me my short name.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to call you Eleanor throughout the whole thing.
But we're just going to call her Ella for short.
I've also never called you Eleanor. You're always Ella.
That's what her name is.
Ella for short. It's longer than Eleanor.
Yeah, my whole name is just Ella for short. I mean...
Your full name.
So your nickname's Eleanor?
Ella for short.
Yeah.
Your middle name
No,
is Ella
Ella.
and your last name short.
It's because we're Aussies. We have to make it longer than the
That's
name.
offensive.
Indeed. Right. I get into it. Alright, here we go. We cast our gaze now to our second group of adventurers as they begin their own journey in the Felanao system. The closest planet in the Felanao system to its twin stars is Yantra. Its surface ripples and curls with waves formed from solid, unshifting stone, the remnants of a battle fought long ago by two tendril divines. Despite its seemingly inhospitable nature, those who dwell on Yantra have become accustomed to the underground dwellings they call home, the regular trips to boreholes to gather water, and the farming life that the scarcity of naturally growing plants necessitates. One such farm stretches out for a mile or two in the trough formed by a wide valley. The imported soil is hidden from sight by the foliage of a grain crop not dissimilar to wheat. Strolling through this field can be seen a figure. He reaches out from time to time as he notices a blotched leaf or an unassuming bug. Grasping them in his hand, a swirling mist begins to concentrate in his palm, flowing seemingly out of the invisible folds of the air, before manifesting as a bright flame, burning away threats to the rest of the crop. He continues onwards for a while, continuing to use his connection to the tendril to care for any plants at risk by searing off their imperfections. As he exits the border of the field and is no longer shadowed by the plants behind him, his face comes into clearer view. Dark grey skin marked by stripes of orange, yellow and red pigment reveal the man to be a Fettesway. His short, white hair flicks aside in the breeze, funneling through the valley. Isaac, introduce your character to us.
Well, I'm a very interesting character.
Wow.
Very, very interesting.
I'm interested.
So am I. So, growing up on this desolate planet, I grew in power and knowledge of the tendril. It became my focus. Day and night, I tend to become more and more connected until I came to the realization that I couldn't just achieve this level and connection with the tendril. And so I've continued my journey in which I've discovered more and more with it, in which I've come across many creatures and packs, many gods who all have taught me how to use the tendril, how I've been able to use my power.
And what class are you?
I am a warlock.
Indeed.
A little bit of a crazy one.
Okay. Walking out onto the sleek stone between the farm and his home of about a year, Mahez'us sees the shape of the windows scraped into the cliff face ahead of him. A glow of a lamp washes out of one window, turning the dark stone of the frame an amber brown. Illuminated by the warmth, the face of a Quamni man glances up as he catches the movement of his friend returning to the house. The purple scales of his face shift into a smile, and he makes his way toward the front door to welcome Mahez'us back from his work. Isaac, introduce your character.
Good planning. So, I'm Elyiaz, a Quamni Artificer, who's a bit less open than the other Isaac's characters. He's got a knack for tinkering with things, as most artificers do. And he's also got a knack for, following the law in his own way.
Very interesting. Alright. As you reach the door, Mahez'us, you see it open and Elyiaz's shape greets you, slightly silhouetted by the interior lights.
Oh, good to be back.
It's good to see that you are back. How's the crop?
Tainted, but cleaned up.
That's good.
Very, very cleaned up.
Deeper in the house, you hear the thud, 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 thwomp of someone training with a large warhammer, impact after impact booming through the corridors of the cave dwelling.
He's at it again.
Well, what do we expect, really?
Crispy, where are you, mate?
As you close the door behind you, a pause in the rhythmic hammer combat follows the click of the door's latch, and footsteps presently begin making their way towards the two of you. Rounding the corner of the front corridor, you see a hulking figure with broad, tensile shoulders, a fearsome warhammer clutched in both of his hands. His mouth remains as a blank line under two tusks protruding from his lower jaw, and three eyes focus in on the two at the door. The Gungo man grunts softly in welcome. Callum, introduce your character to us.
My name's Qrispewophyl. Spelled with a Q.
Spelled with a Q.
With more than just a Q as well.
Qrispewophyl.
Q and PH.
Yeah.
He's a barbarian.
A barbarian, yes.
Not the barber, Ian.
He's the barber, Ian.
He has a hammer.
He does have a hammer.
A big one.
Yeah. That's his personality.
He has a hammer, that's his personality. Not too much else other than big brawns, eh? Alright. You guys see Qrispewophyl standing in front of you at the end of the hallway.
How is the training, Crispy? As per normal.
Elliot kind of just looks at him and just goes and sits in the corner somewhere.
Shake of the
Anything else you want to say?
The man of many words.
Yes.
Carry on, Crispy. Carry on. Don't let us disturb you.
Interrupting the discussion, a sonorous reverberation suddenly echoes throughout the valley farm as a large spacecraft soars past the peak of the cliff and over the fields. Everyone make either perception or insight checks.
Perception, just cool.
Yep, so it's +0.
Oh, I got
so
a
just roll a d20.
Base 19, 20 total.
But I think you get advantage. Yes, the little A
What?
there is advantage because of your third.
I got 3.
Roll again. He gets 3 again.
I'm good at chance.
Oh,
What does
dude.
advantage mean?
Advantage means you roll twice.
And you choose the higher one.
Disadvantage means you roll twice and choose the lower one.
Ah. Yeah.
So I'm doing perception, which is a +3.
Yep.
I have no advantage in it. I've rolled 18 +3, 21.
That works.
So
And
I
you-
was rolling a perception 19 plus 1 this time.
Okay, cool.
So wait. Do you have a negative as
No,
well?
No, it's just
Zero.
+0.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure his insight's probably worse.
Yeah, it's still 0.
but at least you have advantage on the perception, which helps. But it didn't. Okay, so Elyiaz and Mahez'us, both of you recognize this as a familiar sound. The engine has a familiar tone to it. One you've heard many times before during your time as part of the soon secure rebellion. This is a Sabalin patrol ship, an Alajud, often used to seek out fugitives of the Empire, especially people who have had ties to resistances.
Can you repeat the name of the organization thingy?
The organization, or the spaceship, which
The
one?
spaceship's organization thingy.
I just think the sky's falling.
You're confusing me.
Okay, so you said the spaceship
That was the Sabalin Empire.
Sablin, okay.
Sabolin.
Olin, yep.
And then the spaceship is spelled Aleszud, which is pronounced with a J, I've decided.
Wait, the SZ is a J now?
Yes,
Is
it's,
it a J noise?
it's an Alajud.
Alajud.
Because I couldn't think
That's
how else
beautiful.
to make a J
That is a
sound.
really beautiful name.
Because we don't
Alajud.
use J much in
It could have been
English.
like a double J.
G.
What would have a J sound?
J.
Je
m'appelle.
But yeah, that's French.
Yeah, nothing in English, I
Sorry, I
guess.
just needed to note that
Yeah,
down.
that's okay.
Put an X in there.
So yes, you know that this is a not friendly ship that's going to try and find resistance members.
Crispy?
It's
not.
The sky's falling on our heads, I think.
He suddenly is very eloquent.
Skyfall.
Sorry,
I believe the sky is
The sky is
dropping.
falling on our heads.
Quick! Is there
Run
anything that
away.
identifies us as members of the rebellion?
I mean, not specifically, but if they know your faces, they can. find
Okay,
you.
okay.
Okay.
But you're not wearing uniforms.
Crispy, crispy.
Cool. I guess I'm sitting in the corner of a room, no one's gonna see me.
Okay.
Crispy, it's not a friendly. I think it's time for you to do what you do best.
Alright, dinner time.
That's it, Crispy!
Okay.
Before we do anything rash,
Here's what I'm
it
getting.
might just be passing by.
Oh.
Distraction. We should do a distraction. Blow
what?
something up next to it.
I wouldn't want to take our chances. It's they do find us here and report back. There's more only going to come. We take them out now. Chances are they won't send more.
Or they know where they got taken out. And
They won't
send
have
reinforcements.
They won't have GPS.
Spaceship GPS? Nah.
Crispy, what do you think, bro?
Don't exist.
I'm going to sharpen my hammer.
I guess that's time for action then.
Okay, so you guys are gonna get ready for the fight.
Get ready. Yeah. Preferably, me getting ready is hiding somewhere.
Okay. Are any of you going to look out the window to actually see what's happening, or are you just going to be like, yep, that's a Sabalin ship? It's probably not going to see us.
Well,
Um,
look, I'll happily go check the window. However, I'd like to do that stealthily.
Yeah, you can do that. Roll.
I'd rather not.
Well, he's said it now, Isaac. Sorry.
Like I'm checking. You're not stopping me.
okay, now that you've said that and you're gonna do it, what's your stealth?
+6,
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Do a stealth check.
and I got an
Jeez.
advantage in it as well.
Okay.
Wait, the black dot means advantage, right?
That
No,
means
that's just
That's proficient. That's my
Yeah,
bad.
so no
Well, not advantage. 19 in total.
Okay, cool. As you look out through the window to examine the ship, you see a hefty craft following a form similar to a manta ray, built into the wings of which are two rotatable tendril engines. It reaches to the distant edge of the farm, and the engines shift to point downwards as it begins to rotate slowly.
the engines rotate or the ship rotate?
The ship's rotating. The engines point down as the ship
Yeah.
rotates.
So it's descending. We're about to.
It's
hovering.
rotating.
It's
It's
hovering.
hovering and rotating
Okay.
currently. There we go.
You have to relay that information to us, by the way.
Yeah. So this is not gonna be looking good for us, guys. It looks like it's stopped right on the edge of our farm here. It's rotating and probably looks like it's looking for us.
Well, that's not good.
What are your thoughts?
Can you explain the layout of this place that we are currently in?
So it's a big, like, sort of like a basin valley type thing, so
Yep.
a very curved valley
So
because
we've
of the
got-
shape of the waves
Yep.
of rock. And there's imported soil because there's no natural
Yeah.
soil, so you put imported soil down on the valley, and then there's wheat throughout that soil all through the valley.
And that's where
And
the
then-
ship's hovering over right now. The
And,
wheat.
and the ship is at the far end turning,
Yeah.
and at the end that you guys are at, there's sort of like a cliff face that is formed by a larger wave that you guys have built your home into.
Okay. So we are at the end of effectively a
Corridor,
yeah.
a big corridor.
And the thing blocking us right now is the ship at the end there.
At the opposite end, yes.
So there are no escape routes.
Not that way. You guys do have a backup plan.
I'm gonna dig a hole.
Knowing that it was very likely that at some point the Savalin Empire would come hunting for you guys, you hollowed out a tunnel to the opposite side of the mountainous formation
With
of
my
the
hammer.
wave, into which the house is built, and created a camouflage concealed dock for the ship using a large grey cloth.
Okay, give me.
So this is the ship that you guys escaped on when you ran from the attack on the rebellion that the Savalin Empire did.
How far are we from civilization?
This is a very like farm sort of planet, so like civilization is the farm that you're on currently, and the next farm is in like a valley a few like 100 k's away, not 100 k's, like 20 k's away, so it's not a short walk and it's completely open.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
How tall's the wheat?
Why don't they like us?
The wheat is like just below your head height, like sort of around your nose.
And you're 5'2".
So we're talking about 5 foot wheat.
Yeah, let me find how tall am I? How tall
I
am
didn't
I?
say it was wheat, it's just like wheat.
Look, it's 5 foot wheatish. 5 foot
Substance.
wheat bits.
I mean, haven't you seen the wheat in Minecraft? It
Grows
only goes up to your knees.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it's giving you
obviously
more.
accurate.
Wait, why don't these guys like us?
Because we're against the
so
Empire.
the soon
Do we
secure.
have a sign on our door that says that, or yeah, like do we have like a
so
picture, a wanted poster?
possibly, you guys don't know that yet, but the soon secure rebellion was like the biggest and is currently the biggest rebellion that's fighting against the Savalin Empire, and so they've attacked one of the bases and sent the rebellion forces fleeing, and so they've just over time been trying to track down those escaped individuals so that they can stop them before they get back to the other rebellion forces. So they've probably gotten word that you guys are here somehow. And
But
they're
do
now
they know what
going
we
to
look like?
I would
They
assume
might not
so.
need to if they've gotten intel that you guys are in this location.
But will your character use that information you were just given? That is another thing. Alright, I'm going back in character. I recommend that we try and escape now. There is no
Where?
good outcome to fighting.
Do we wait for them to land properly if they're going to land? Otherwise, they will just get on top of us straight away.
We will observe their movements, and in that time we can decide on the game plan.
Yes, I
But
concur.
I do heavily recommend that we try and leave, if possible, without fighting.
If possible.
Okay, so what's the decision? Are you leaving or are you not?
We're observing.
You're
seeing what they're
you're
doing.
gonna watch the ship.
So I'm
okay.
staying at the window.
Okay.
Staying
cool.
at the window.
So,
Can I, just really quick, can I,
Yes.
I'll also just make a quick stealth check, because I'm going to look out the window as well.
okay.
Oh, that's a 6 plus 5, 11.
Okay.
Was that a 6 or a 9? Okay, what?
Where's the
The
dot?
dot's in the bottom, so I'm sure
That's
it's a
a
9.
9.
Okay, cool. That's 14 then.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna look out over the valley, see if there's anyone up there.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Okay, what's my investigation? Okay, good. Oh, that's a 9 total.
Okay. Cool. You look over the ridges and there's a few rocky shapes that you think someone could hide behind if they wanted to.
Okay.
So yeah, there's no people just wandering around.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are gonna watch the ship.
Yep.
Okay.
And he's the watcher.
They call me the Witcher.
As you watch the ship wheel around, now pointed directly at the cliffs in which the house is built, you see 3 missile cannons on each wing lower into their armed configuration, and the ship fires, the smoke trails indicating the danger hurtling towards you. All 3 of you make dex saving throws.
Dex saving throw.
Can I
Yeah.
knock it back with my hammer?
Oh, I got 6 total.
Hey, what do I
I
roll?
got 6 total.
Dex saving throw if you're trying to dodge it.
15.
I got 6 total.
15, okay.
Wait,
6 total.
I have got 6 total for me.
I get. Is it? So I use +1. Does that mean
15,
17?
and then
That's
should
16.
have saving throws here, so yeah.
It's +1, so it's 17.
Yeah, okay. So, so both Mahez'us and Qrispewophyl managed to dive out of the way and only take half of the damage that's about to happen. But unfortunately, Elyiaz takes full damage. That's okay. You take 3 damage, and the 2 of you take 1. No, 2. Sorry,
because rounds
because
up.
it
Right?
rounds up. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was like, please don't kill me immediately. Oh no.
We might be in some trouble.
Okay, and so as that blast hits the house, you see the walls of the rock begin to crumble away, and some of the furniture falls over because of the blast
couch.
of the explosion.
Is the escape still functioning?
The corridors further down aren't damaged yet.
Okay.
But you do see the ship beginning
How big is
to
the house,
prepare
by the way?
more missiles.
Do you think they've seen us
How
yet?
big is it?
No.
How big is what?
The house thingy that we're staying in.
It's a 1-story dugout.
But like how long?
Stories can be pretty big.
long.
Lord of the Rings is
Yeah,
very
like
big.
feet. Just
Like
because
this room?
No, it's like size of a 1-story house.
Okay,
But built
okay,
into the
okay.
rock.
So
Should I pick?
Like-
Can I pick him up and then we run for the exit?
you're gonna have to make a grapple check on me then.
He might just want to run on his own. He's taken 3 damage.
You're gonna have to
pretty
make.
much dead.
I mean that is like a third of my health. Or a quarter of
Well,
my
if
health.
you'd like to, you can
Oh,
try
I'm
and
gonna
pick
pick
him
him
up.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick
Okay,
him up.
so make
Oh.
a strength
I get to choose which one he does.
I assumed if he was
Okay.
grabbing you with strength, you had to combat it with strength. But I guess if you're not already grabbed, you can dodge out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to say, DM's rules, you
Wait,
can
wait,
do that.
Okay.
So you'll use strength, he'll use dex.
Okay.
What do I roll? Just the
D20.
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 Yeah, and then, and
23.
so, Qrispewophyl rolled a 24. And what did you roll,
6.
Elyiaz?
So down on my back.
Yeah, Qrispewophyl hoists you and puts you over his shoulder.
We run for the exit.
Since my strength modifier is so low, I'm just gonna start pummeling him because it does 0 damage.
Okay, sure.
it cannot do damage. My unarmed attacks cannot do damage.
Yeah. you
Come
don't
on,
feel
Crispy,
anything.
let's get running. Let's run, Crispy.
So you guys gonna run down the...
Run to the tunnel.
Yeah, down the tunnel.
I think
And
we're running at the ship.
luckily, because you guys did
Other way,
well,
Crispy.
did well on your stealth checks, they haven't actually seen whether you're in the building or not. So they won't be able to tell whether they got you or whether you just weren't in the building when they exploded it. So you guys run down the tunnel, and
Can I break the knock some rocks so it block the entrance to the tunnel?
I think missiles will do that over time.
Okay.
But you
Leave
can-
it, Crispy,
you
come
can if you
on.
want to. So yeah,
Just leave the path.
Jaden.
yes.
I'm currently thinking.
Does it hurt?
That's dangerous.
No. Because I
It looks like my
could.
character.
How far
My
away
character's
is
not
the
very
ship
bright.
from us?
How
give-
much? Yes, I think I said it was like 5 minutes of running.
Okay, never mind then. Cool.
He's
Cool.
got my
As in the
points.
ship you're going to escape on?
No, the ship
Oh.
that's attacking us.
Yeah, it's opposite end of the like
And that's.
very large field.
Okay. I'm currently thinking about what I can do with this current place that we are in.
Except for being carried away by Crispy.
Yeah, I'm just looking at all my stuff. I'm just getting used to my stuff as well.
Yeah.
Because I need to figure out exactly what everything does. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything right now. Then. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna get taken away by Crispy.
Yeah, give me time to think.
So, You sprint towards this tunnel and hear the echo of missiles blasting apart your home behind you, walls and furnishings shredded into rock and debris. And after approximately 5 minutes of running, you reach the other side of the long tunnel and see the cobbled together ship, box-like and stout. You all dash in through the side hatch, entering the 6-seater cockpit.
Can I roll to knock his head on the door, top of the door?
It just happens, mate. It's Star Wars.
Yeah. You take 17 damage.
I think emotional damage from that.
You take 50 damage. Your character is dead, like dead.
Yeah. No death saving. You just die.
Yeah.
I put him down and strap him in.
I don't like this.
Which of you is going to be the fly person?
The pilot?
Yes, that's what I meant.
I'm
The
assuming
pilot of the ship.
I'll start.
I have it
it's
written
cranky.
down, and I was
Is
going to
there-
say pilot, but I said
What's
flight.
I like
just because the
flight
person who would be
versus
best equipped to do it would probably be the pilot, right?
Yeah.
So what is the necessary stat to deal with ship flying?
It's more about whether you would have trained in it. This is more of like a
Okay.
world building thing. Which of you would have been the pilot when you were part of the rebellion?
No.
No, not you. No,
me.
okay, it would have to be me then.
Yeah, I
I
figured.
probably helped cobble this thing together.
Yeah.
So, cool. I
Alright.
guess,
It's not me.
cool. Yeah, I can fly the ship then.
Okay, so
I plonk him in the driver's seat.
and you do up his buckle
Yeah.
for him.
And then give him a pat on the shoulder.
And
on the head.
the other two of you sit down, in one of you in the co-pilot seat and one in one of the seats further back.
I dipped co-pilot.
Yeah, I did not want this man.
Take up the whole
So
thing.
you sit between two of the seats. And you try to put the two like different straps and tie them together.
Yeah, don't use the buckle, just
You just hold them.
Alright.
Okay.
I assume I know where I'm going.
Yes, you will know. Well, you're just trying to get away at this point, so you're going
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
Does it have windows that I can open and close?
There's
You can open
windows.
It's a spaceship!
Spaceship.
I want the...
Come on, Isaac.
It might have
my
like
God.
it might like have
It
airplane
has a screen.
airplane shutters.
Why
Like
would they
airplane
need to
shutters.
open?
Technically speaking, if he decides to make a smaller than 1 foot square incision on the outside of the plane, I can use mending and fix it. Technically,
Just to get to... What is this for?
to shoot Eldritch Blast at the ship.
The ship is currently opposite side of the mountainous
When it
formation
catches
of
up to
rocks.
us.
Look, let's just go, let's go. Something you gotta cut a hole in the ship and fly the ship.
So,
How do we start the ship?
Elyiaz knows how, and I'm going to theatre of the mind this. So, Elyiaz, you
Yes?
flick the controls on, and you ignite the liftoff engines, which are on either side of the ship, and you feel it slowly beginning to rise off the ground. Then, placing a firm hand over the throttle, you gently ease it forwards and feel the ship's singular main engine respond, propelling you forwards towards the camouflage fabric across the cave's entrance.
Surprised this thing still works. Been testing it for a year.
Pushing the throttle forwards with increasing rapidity, the ship flies out of its cover and you lever the throttle fully, shooting upwards towards the sky and away from danger.
Cool.
Alright,
So we escape.
so you escape.
Okay.
Man, I
The
my
ship
blanket.
was still focusing
get
on the
back?
house, and so it wasn't fast enough to catch a ship that had already sped to full throttle.
Alright. I'm assuming we also have... We didn't leave anything behind, right? We had
I
stuff
left my
on the
blanket.
ship.
You would have put
Cool.
some stuff on the ship as
have
emergency
beans.
supplies.
Okay, cool. All good then.
But there's not enough to last more than a few trips, probably.
The
Okay,
beans.
the baked beans.
Yep.
So, following this trio, as they look for safe harbour elsewhere, we find ourselves on Binarixo, the second planet of the Felanao system.
It's like a rubbish
What? No, it's not a bin planet. It's not bin a rubbish.
So,
This is your home planet, Callum. Shush.
Why do you think I'm not there anymore?
His experience on it was rubbish, apparently.
I see. The lush, mountainous landscape and fresh, pristine waterways sprawl toward the horizon in all directions. The upper atmosphere is rich in tendril, which is harnessed for the production of energy by magnificent spire-like towers, whose peaks are often lit by a brilliant fluorescent teal light. a byproduct of the harvest of energy. The trio makes safe landing in a city surrounding one of these towers, despite the entire planet falling under Sablin jurisdiction. It seems as though the Empire does not expect fugitives to escape into their territory rather than out of it. However, the three know it will only be a matter of time until the presence of a rebellion ship is reported, and another Alajud is sent to take them out. Elsewhere in the city, however, another individual is making a daring escape of their own. Scampering across the rooftops of the city's lower-class district, her beady eyes darting about her surroundings, a Raltcah woman flees an unseen foe. Her feathery wings flutter left and right, rebalancing her as she bounds from building to building. The glow of the tendril suspended lamps below reflect off her smooth, beetle-plating face. Ella, introduce your character.
Hey, I'm a Raltcah Rogue. Other than that, I don't got much to say, except gonna take a lot to get me to talk about anything.
Very nice. Alright. As you sprint, the sizzling discharge of a tendril crossbow's bolt shoots towards you as you sprint across the roofs. Make a dex saving throw.
Alright.
I love
Okay.
when you start out making a dex saving throw.
I like rolling the dice.
Yeah.
No dialogue yet, just don't die.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Oh, that's a 9.
Okay, is it plus anything?
Yeah, it was a 3
Oh.
plus 6. That's a 9.
Yeah. Does your table get gravity for 3s?
Yeah.
I rolled like 2, he's rolled like 5.
Yeah.
You've rolled 1 now.
3 is the number of today. 3! Okay. So, you take 5 damage.
How much health?
Are you dead?
How much health do I have?
To the top right.
You shouldn't be.
Half health.
Yeah. I didn't think you'd be dead.
Half health.
If someone started out with 5 health, oh no.
Dies.
Yeah, there's a reason you get your max
I'm all alone too.
possible roll for your first level, and then you roll after that.
Yeah.
Alright, so, now that you've done that, make a perception check.
Alright.
And I'll say you can do it with advantage because the bolt hit you.
Okay. Alright.
Shouldn't be a disadvantage when you're dazed. No.
Come on. Ooh, that's a 15.
And then
Very nice.
advantage, so roll again.
That's right,
Oh, yeah.
it's good enough.
Okay. Alright.
Don't waste the good rolls, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, no waste.
You see a hooded figure on a rooftop several buildings above you, closer to the central tower of the city. The tendril crossbow in his clutch has a slight wisp trailing from its front end, and a blue-green glow begins to form at the intake valve at the back of it.
Ooh.
What are you going to do?
I just think quick and just
Yes.
fire at it.
Oh, yeah, you can try to do that.
Kill.
Are you firing at the person or at the
At
gun?
his, at his hand.
At his hand, to
At his
try and knock
hand.
it out of his
Knock
hand.
it out
Okay,
of
I
his
like
hand.
that, I like that.
Yeah.
Just,
I like it at the gun.
So make an attack roll, no advantage or disadvantage.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Come on, be good to me. Ooh, that's 18
Yep, that
plus
hits.
6.
And then what's your damage?
Yeah.
What dice is it? D8?
D6 plus 4 is 6.
Okay, cool.
You done more damage than he did.
I will
to you.
say with a roll that high on the hit, you do succeed in knocking the crossbow out of his hand. And so he isn't able to fire at you from up above anymore, but now he pulls his hood back over his head and he draws out his knife and gets ready to begin chase.
Oof! Begin chase.
Yes.
Alright. Do I want to? Do I want to attack?
That's up to you.
Oh, let's just go for it. I'm gonna use my.
Jim, are you scared right now?
Yeah, I'm probably going to lose a character in the first,
Oh, he's still at distance. How far away is he?
He's across the street, so I'm going to say that's about 40 feet.
What's speed in meters?
So, what's your movement?
No,
range?
that's-
range is 80.
And what's
Yeah.
movement?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to shoot again.
You're going to shoot again?
Yes.
Alright, make another attack.
Can you erase fly?
Oh, that's a 9.
Plus anything?
total.
Total.
That's total.
That does not.
There's another 3.
As you make that second shot, he leaps over the building and dodges it midair, and then throws out a grappling hook and swings onto the side of the building you're on and begins to climb the rope.
Ooh.
Spider-Man.
Go shoot down at him.
Legolas.
We're gonna
keep shooting.
Take another shot.
Alright, take another shot.
I've got to get rid of my arrows, right?
Are we?
No, it's
are we-
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
we're good for now. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, let's shoot at him again. Alright, so 17 plus 6, that is the
Okay.
23.
That
I was at
hits.
13.
Yeah, that hits. Well damage.
I'm not good at maths, alright. That is a 7.
Okay,
Total.
cool. That does a
3
lot more
plus
to
4.
him. As you hit him with that, he slips down on the rope a bit, but he's still climbing. You have another attack.
Oh my
to
gosh!
attack him
One more
before he
time.
gets
Come
up
on.
there.
This one.
Dude,
Hey, that's a 20.
You got a nat 20.
Got a
Okay,
nat
now
20.
we get to find out how we're doing crits again, because we did this in the last session with the other guys, but we can find out again now. So, what you're going to do is... so what were you rolling for your damage there? It was a d6 plus something?
Yeah,
4.
plus 4.
Okay, so you'll take the max amount you can roll, so 6, then roll another dice.
Another 6.
Yep.
6. 5.
So that's 11. And then add your modifier.
Plus 4, so it's 15.
Alright, he's dead.
Yes!
So yeah, you shoot him and he suddenly gets pushed off the rope
Past
that
the
he
organs.
should
Whoa,
have.
whoa, whoa! You're not here.
Oh yeah, he's like...
He pops out of nowhere.
Yeah, the impact pulls him off the rope and he falls to
Right.
the ground and he lies limp and motionless.
You're
However, as he falls, you glance around behind you and you see 3 more assassins
Oh.
coming at you.
Go on,
from-
shoot them 3 times in a row.
No!
along the rooftops.
How far away?
They are currently about 100 feet away.
Okay.
And
wait.
gaining rapidly.
Can that
Gaining
fly?
rapidly. Alright.
Can you fly?
Yeah,
I can fly.
She can hover down. She can't go up.
Falling
a
with
ton,
style.
I don't think.
Only falling with style.
Well, you're the one who made this species. You should know.
No, I'm pretty sure you can only fall because I checked that
Like a chicken.
before I made this encounter.
I was
Yeah.
thinking, just fly away, man.
Okay, alright. I'm going to start running.
All right. Are you going to stay on top of the roofs or are you going to jump down?
What are the rooftops like? They're going to slow me down.
They'll slow you down slightly, but you're also then easier target for any long range because you don't have any cover.
And the road is busy?
The road is currently completely empty, basically, because it's
Empty.
nighttime.
Oh, got it.
And someone just shot a crossbow across the rooftops as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's assassins moving
is
about, which
true.
means it's not middle of the day.
That is true. Alright, I'm just going to run along the rooftops then.
All right, you guys stay on the rooftops.
Yes.
You begin sprinting along the rooftops, and you see ahead of you another group of assassins is coming from the other direction on the rooftops.
Oof!
So how many is that now?
Alright.
That's 6 from either way.
Alright, am I at a intersection anywhere where I can start running the opposite direction?
There's alleyways down the opposite side of the street.
Yeah.
But currently to your right there's a couple more buildings that go slightly higher because of a hill in the landscape.
Right.
So you would either have to climb up, which would take a little bit, or you can quickly jump down.
Okay, so are we talking like the layout of this town city? Is it like a grid?
It's
Or is it-
sort of like a circular rings, and then lots of alleyways through each level of the
Okay,
ring.
so plenty of alleyways.
Yes.
Okay, sweet. I'm gonna drop down.
Yep.
Start running.
So, as you drop down from the wall, down onto the ground, you see another bolt scorch a black dot into a wall on the opposite side of the street, as the new group of assassins fires at you.
Mhm.
And you begin picking up pace now that you're no longer having to worry about your balance and running from rooftop to rooftop. And as you run, you see another hooded figure rounding a corner in front of you, blocking your path. Are you going to go into one of the alleyways?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll go to the alleyway.
That's right. You sidestep into an alleyway which leads closer to the city centre, and reaching its end, you find yourself pincered by 2 more cloaked individuals running towards you from either side of this street. In front of you, there is a 3-storey building with a landing on each floor. The nearest alleyway is already behind the figure on your right. 2 tendril suspended lamps hang on either side of the housing unit that's in front of you, and to your left there is a hard iron stormwater hatch.
Wait, so the lamps.
The
They're
lamps,
just like street lamps.
sort of street lamps, but they're suspended by magic.
It's a floating.
Oh, so
But they lamps.
yeah. So that's just like an aesthetic thing, not
Yeah.
actually something I can do something with.
Well, I mean,
I was
maybe.
sitting here going like, what am I
You
going to
can
do
try
with
and shoot
lamps?
them out, but it
Chekhov's
feels like a
gun.
waste of time.
Shoot them out, yeah.
Okay,
I
so
feel like
you've got-
running into the building or down the drain is one of your two options.
Yeah,
Fight them.
I don't know.
No.
Oh, actually, considering my agility is pretty high, I might just go down the drain.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going down the drain. If I fit, hang on. How big is this drain?
It's big enough for you to fit down, but it is
Like even
currently
with my
covered
wings?
over. Yeah, you'd be able to fold your wings onto your back to go down.
Backpack.
My wings are a bit of an issue.
So yes, you go up to the storm drain, and you see that its hard cover is still on.
Yes.
So if you want to try and go in, you'll need to make a strength check.
Strength check. Alright, let me see
Just
what my...
raw strength.
Raw strength, right. Oof. Let's do a strength check. Alright. That's 13 plus 1 is 14.
That'll do it. So you lift at this big circular metal manhole cover,
Yep.
and you feel it resist at first, and then it goes ka-chunk out, and you slide it to the side, and you quickly jump down into the drain, and you are now in the sewers, or the stormwater sewers. So there's no sewage, but it's not nice down there.
No. It's not pretty.
And you see that the tunnel leads in either direction. One goes up further into the city, and one sort of curves around and goes along the city.
Goes along the city.
So like around.
So it doesn't go like out, it's just around
there's
the
not
outside.
one yet that goes out. No.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to the one around the that goes around the outside.
Okay, you go around the outside, and as you go, you see more ladders that appear every now and then to more stormwater hatches, and you see a few more on your right that would be able to take you further into the city. And as you go, you see suddenly a beam of light shoot out in front of you as another assassin opens a hatch and drops down in front of you.
Oof! I'm gonna... Ugh. How far have I travelled so far?
You've travelled about, in Australian terms, about 100 metres. And
Okay.
you've passed another offshoot that goes further into the city, so you're not completely pincered yet.
Yeah.
So it's up to you.
I think I'll pop back out.
Pop back. You'll go up another... Okay, I like that. Okay, so you run to another ladder and you climb up it, and you'll need to make another strength check to get rid of the hatch.
Alright. That's 6. 5
It-
plus 1.
It does not budge. And you also need to make a dex saving throw as the man shoots his crossbow at you.
Great. 4 plus 4 is 8.
That doesn't say.
Oh, whoops.
10.
4 plus 6 is 10.
That does save. Okay, so yeah, you don't take any damage.
Saving throw.
Yeah.
Got it.
You don't take damage. Once again, hits the wall next to you, and you try again to open the hatch if you want to.
Oh, let's go again. Let's try again.
Smash chaos wall until it works.
Oh, that's 8 plus 1 is 9.
Not good enough. He shoots again at you.
Oh my
Make
gosh.
Another dex save.
Alright, come on.
These are some pretty hefty store like battle guns.
11 plus 6 is 17.
Yeah, so you save. You can try again if you want.
No, I'm gonna... Oh, the third time's a charm. Alright, one more time.
Some fallacy.
One more time.
Yeah, okay, try.
One more time. Come on. Yay! 18 plus 1 is 19.
Not as much.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, that's
Still
not
doesn't-
high enough. This one's really stuck. That works. So you lift the hatch up and you climb out again, and you take another look around at your surroundings.
Yes.
Down the road from the direction that you've been running along the drain, you see a group of now 12 hooded figures running towards you in that direction, but they're still quite a distance away. And around you, there's a few alleyways going out, further out of the city, and there's also a few places going further in. You got choices.
Gonna take the alleyways out.
Out.
I'm trying to get out of here.
Yeah, alright.
How do you know this is a bad footed figures? Just
what?
monks.
Monks.
What?
Keep saying they're monks.
It's bad. Assassins. Just
Uh,
monks
they
walking
could-
around on their bike.
Yeah, shooting crossbows at
And running
random
along
people.
rooftops.
Never said this
It's part of their order. So you go through one of the alleyways that leads out of the city, and you round the corner of that alleyway. And as you speed around that building, you suddenly slam into what seems like a big, meaty wall, which, after looking up, you realise is a large Gungo man. Qrispewophyl, a Raltcah woman has just run into you, and she has the look of someone being hunted. What do you do?
Are we with him?
Not currently.
Okay.
Well, not like within sight of him.
Yeah.
For those people who can't see what's going on, he just picked up a bat and swung it in my direction.
Pick her up.
You pick her up.
Yeah.
You picked me up?
Yeah.
Do you resist her?
Yes!
Okay. Make a
She doesn't
strength
know you're a
check,
good
Callum.
guy yet.
Strength.
And then Ella can make a dex or a strength.
Either dex or strength, Bella.
Dex or strength?
Yeah.
10.
Oh, definitely Dex.
10
6 plus 4, yeah, 10.
Okay, come on.
That one.
Yeah! 19 plus 4 is 23.
So was that dex or strength did you use?
Dex.
So as you try to grab her, she just ducks underneath your grab. What now? You try to grab her and she dodged, and you can also say what you want to do if you want, Rana.
What? I'm kind of stuck, aren't I? I've been blocked.
On
you've
this
just
side,
dodged
you could run backwards away from him. Also, you
I don't want to run that way.
You could make an insight check if you want to see what this guy's about.
Does he have any thoughts?
Alright. Let's do an insight check then. Give me a second. Yeah, alright. That's pretty good insight. Let's go. 11 plus 4, 15.
Okay. You don't sense that this guy is in allegiance with the assassins, but he doesn't really seem to have any thoughts. So he's just doing things when he feels like it.
Okay. Spontaneous, I like it.
Very grabby.
Yeah, crab's me.
It's my first instinct, okay?
So you're quick to spawn you.
It's also so I can talk space to...
Ugh.
Both of you hear quiet footsteps beginning to grow closer from the direction of the alleyway.
Alright. What are you gonna do?
Why are you running?
Rana just turns and looks over her shoulders, looks back at Qrispewophyl with a look of dismay and pleading. Yes, I'm so good at English.
Alright, I'll say that that's a persuasion check to try and get him to help you.
Alright.
So you
I was
make
worried
a
it'd be
persuasion
persuasion.
check, and you make a charisma saving throw. No. Yeah, saving throw. Charisma saving throw, Callum.
What, this one?
Yeah. Is it saving throw or just check?
It'll just be a check.
Just a
It wouldn't
check.
be
Just a
saving
charisma
throw,
check.
Yeah. What, do you get in that one?
An 18.
Oh.
But it's at a -1.
I thought
So
it was
I gotta
a
roll
18.
I thought it was a
No,
17.
you're making a.
I thought it was a 17.
Oh, you guys. Sorry, I thought that was an 18.
Is that a -1? Do I need to roll again because it's
No.
disadvantage?
No,
You're not
It's
disadvantaged.
just
Okay.
modifier.
What did you get? You got
19
minus
minus
one.
1.
so 18. So you beat him. So he is convinced that you
I'm
need
convinced.
his help. Callum, what do you do?
Hammer!
She needs your help. What do you do?
Until I help people.
Yeah, pick up and just throw her.
Can I do something?
Yes.
I point to where I've been shot.
Okay. Qrispewophyl, she points to where she's been shot. What do you think about it?
Hammer! Get out my Hello Kitty band-aid.
I like
Then I'm definitely
For my
helping even though I'm
floral
half health.
you can do that if you want and just make a medicine check.
I don't know I've got that stuff though. Like, do I have to have it in my inventory and all that?
Wouldn't that
I like it, so you can do it.
Wouldn't that take like a minute to do?
Let me check.
That's true.
Yep.
Dude, I can just pick her up and carry her.
If you tell her what you want to do, she might.
Where are you pointing?
It sounds like the sky is falling before it. Now you're back to grunts.
Grunts and Hello Kitty.
Oh
This is
no!
great.
Oh dear.
You can say grab, carry, go.
He can
like-
speak in full sentences.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's proven this.
Well, I say a lot word and a few word do trick.
Alright, what are you saying? Sorry? You're just pointing in the direction away from the assassins?
Yeah.
Okay. Rana nods her head.
Okay.
Pick her up.
do you try and struggle this time?
No, I'm
Just gonna
going.
let it happen.
You pick her up, and you know that about 3 blocks away is the spaceship dock that you guys have landed your vessel in. So you could run there, or you could choose to go anywhere you want.
How far's the pub?
Pub's about 5 kilometers away.
Most important.
My legs are long.
Take 2 or 3 strides.
But see, would my guy think that he doesn't want to be followed back to the ship?
Would he?
He doesn't have much thoughts from
Yeah, he doesn't have many thoughts, so I think I'm just going to run back to the ship because that's a place that I know.
Sounds good.
Where's the pub?
Me and Mahez'us at the ship.
Well, we're
yeah,
going as well.
As you sprint back to the ship after your midnight stroll that you decided to go on just because you felt like it.
You come back with a like an angel.
Full angel.
Yeah, it looks like
With
you
beetle
are the
skin.
one with the wings. And then they realise, oh no.
I'm carrying like in front
Oh,
of
you're
me.
carrying
It's like there's a nape in the neck.
They don't have a nape, it's like carapace. You can't grab them by the neck.
Well, Callum's hands could just grab around that.
Around, yeah, because because he wouldn't choke because it's carapace. He'd be fine.
This is true. This is true.
So you carry her by the neck, running along, and you get back to the ship.
Actually say that?
Mahez'us and Raltcah hear you say that as you run in with a random woman in your grasp,
Who's bleeding.
who is slightly bleeding out of her shoulder.
What did you find, Crispy?
I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to respond to this.
What did you find?
Do we notice
What
she's
about
bleeding?
Ocean?
Yeah, you see that she's wounded.
Is there like a crossbow bolt sticking out or something?
No, it's a magical
Okay,
bolt.
cool.
Right.
Elyiaz, do you know how to help her?
Well,
It's got wings. You can't fly.
Elyiaz, can you help the chicken?
I don't know what it is.
No KFC tonight!
alright, we can help her, but should we?
Look, if Crispy trusts her, I'm happy to
Crispy trusts anyone. By the sounds of
We
it.
haven't proven that yet.
If they let me pick them up, they're trustworthy.
We don't need to trust her, we just need to heal her. We can find
Yeah.
information after that.
Okay, because we would know this, like who's better at healing each other, because we'd be, what's your medicine modifier?
I'm +3.
I'm +1.
Cool.
So,
Crispy, put her down. Crispy, put her down!
alright, as he's doing his thing,
Sorry, I'm just going to go for the quick medicine.
And
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
say that there's med kits in the ship that you prepared for. If I'm
Cool.
I think he's having kitty band.
Okay, sounds good.
How far from trouble are we at the moment?
that's...
Because of Crispy's speed, you've now got about 5 minutes until they catch up to you.
Terrific, I'm going to do
Right.
the...
Well, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna try run.
As they're about to heal you. Okay.
Yeah, he's put me down, so I'm gonna try run.
Sure.
As we're healing you, or before?
Before.
Okay.
So,
Like, as you go to pull it
Is she
out.
about to try running?
Okay, what are your passive perceptions?
Mine's like +1 or something like that. Where's my passive perception?
13.
Yeah, okay,
Oh, wait.
mine's
13.
11.
Okay, 11,
Yeah.
13. Okay,
I'm still here.
I want you to make a slight, just a dexterity roll.
Just a normal dexterity.
Just normal
Not
dex.
saving.
Just as all this is happening, can I make an insight check? Just because I want to know what's
Yeah, you
happening
can
with
do
this
that.
person. Okay, what's
Inside
my
joke.
Inside.
Inside check.
Inside joke.
I was like, why is he going to tell a joke?
Can I just make an inside joke real quick? We haven't made any yet, but
James, I got that one. I got that one.
You know nothing.
no, I will say that she seems like she's got some shifty motives.
Cool. Yep.
That's probably the most obvious.
I got a nat one.
If she's making a attempt to run, I'm going to make an attempt to grapple.
Well,
you didn't
depends what
notice
she
that.
rolls,
Yeah.
you know. That's why I asked for your passive.
Ooh,
Oh,
9
13.
plus 4, 13.
Okay,
Yes.
I will say that the passive beats because you were the one trying to match it. So you
What about
realise
Callum's
she's
passive?
about to run, so you can try and grapple her if you want to.
Oh, actually, what else do I have? What can I stab you with?
Okay.
I'll make a grappling attempt.
So as he's doing that,
Yeah.
I've noticed that she's trying to run. He's grabbing, right?
Okay.
And I say, we should just let her go. We don't want to cause it. We don't want to attract any attention.
I'm still going to make the grapple attempt.
But as you're doing that,
Well, I've rolled a nat one. So
that one.
Yeah. Does that mean you grapple yourself?
So I've caught Chris.
You're going to grapple her, and instead you just trip over.
As Isaac says, let her go, I say she knows our location, she will give us away.
She doesn't know who
Crispy,
we are.
catch her!
And she's currently running. What's
Pick her
your
up.
speed?
What is your speed? Movement
Oh,
speed.
what's my speed?
I assume you'd be dashing.
Yeah, that'll be just doubled.
Yeah.
Wait,
Where do you see this?
Wouldn't that be a disengage action? Because
Well, you weren't fighting.
My walking
Grapple
speed is
And double.
35 feet.
That one.
70.
Oh,
with
wow.
with
70.
with dash. With dash.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's
For
dashing.
dashing, so double.
So double your...
Oh, mine's only
Yeah.
50.
Yeah, mine's like 30. So yeah.
Wait, when you're dashing, it's
30.
only 50. Oh,
Oh, mine's when I'm dashing is
My guy's
60. So.
Mine's only 40 when I'm dashing, so...
Okay. So she's going to get away unless you do something to stop her, or if she decides to stop.
Throw a rock.
You can do that.
where's
Oh, we can knock her out!
Yep.
Yeah.
You can do that. You've got about 4 minutes now.
So
Crispy, throw your hammer!
I've got a little hammer for these situations.
I'm not here.
I'm
You
gonna
can't use your words.
I will let it go.
I don't
These
think
guys are just.
If you have a small
I don't
hammer,
wanna- I don't wanna getting away and
but
giving
I
us
don't
up.
think you can throw
Yeah.
you a big hammer. Unfortunately.
I've got
Do you want to know why they're
Oh
not
yeah, you
giving
can
you
throw
up?
hand axes, I'm pretty sure.
No,
That'll
not when
just-
you give them up.
Oh my
You
goodness.
can heal
I
her
just
later.
don't trust
I
anyone.
can heal her!
I have cure wounds
Throw
as a
the axe
spell.
backwards so it's like the blunt side. You know?
Okay,
Yeah, you
actually.
can do that. You can
okay.
do non-lethal.
Okay, has he done that yet?
No.
Okay, before he does that, it says, I shout out to it, I can heal you.
Start singing Coldplay. We'll fix
And I can heal you, I can harm you. And then I get like a fireball in one hand, and then cure wounds ready on the other.
It's 2 spell slots.
Well, fireballs that catch up anyway.
Does he roll for persuasion then?
Yeah. That's
Cool.
a good one.
Crispy, you're gonna throw an
What
axe
do I
at
have to
her.
do?
Yours is charisma.
I'm ready. That's a 16 total.
Just a raw charisma?
Yeah.
Yes, let's go.
Oh, okay, we might actually succeed this then.
3 minus 1 is
Yay!
Okay, okay.
There.
So I'm assuming that means you accept my
Yeah.
proposal.
I didn't realise charisma was also avoiding persuasion. I should have
Yes.
probably not.
So you know that he does want to help you, and there's no alternative motive behind that. He's just trying to persuade you to go where it's safe, basically.
Yeah.
Out of character, definitely alternative motive.
So Rana relents and comes back towards the ship.
Okay.
Cool.
I will say you guys now have about 3 minutes, and you can start.
And
to
then
hear
I just get out the
shouts
med pack.
of
I'm
the
not using a spell slot.
So I will now attempt a medicine.
Yeah.
Or, I'm
Yeah.
gonna try and do some
Band-Aid.
healing.
Hello Kitty Band-Aid, this guy.
Hello Kitty
Yeah,
Band-Aid time.
Band-Aid.
Here we go. Here we go.
As he's healing, I ask, why are you injured?
11 in total.
Alright, I'm gonna find out how healing works.
But yeah, as he's healing, I ask, why are you injured? What has happened to you?
Roll kitty.
Are we...
Rana says nothing.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
That's it with
cool.
hammer.
No. Alright.
I'm just gonna say because you used like a health kit thing, it's gonna be a potion of lesser healing.
Cool.
How many else do we have?
Well,
I'll let you decide how many we have. At a
I'd
later
say
time,
you
maybe.
have probably 1 per person
And they're
that
probably...
were in the group,
Yeah.
so 3.
And there's not going to be... They're going to be probably quite bulky then, and we can't carry them around with us. Can we carry them around with
They're
us?
small enough. They're a Hello
They're about Hello Kitty
Band-Aid. Alright, so a
Alright.
potion
So...
of healing will do 2d4 plus 2 HP regained.
Yeah.
So either, if you want to do it since you were making the medicine...
2d4.
2d4 plus 2.
Jen, how, hidden is that shit?
It's in a very, public dock.
Okay.
6 in total.
6. Cool.
So,
So you heal for 6.
I'm going to scout the area.
I'm fully healed.
As in, what? How do you mean?
So, I'm going to make sure
Yeah.
that, this person's injured and is coming to us.
Did you
I'm
know
going to,
he'll
look
just
around and say,
walk
okay, is
in
anyone
there?
trying to attack
No,
us
he's
right
the
now?
one
Is
that's gonna
anyone
put damage.
noticing us in the commotion we
Oh,
caused?
did you
Okay.
heal?
Are you going to try and do that without being seen?
Well, since we're in a very public space, I'm kind of just I'll kind of wander around in a close proximity to where we are. So,
Are you going to leave the dock area?
no,
Or just around the ship?
just around the ship.
Okay, sure. Make an investigation check.
Cool.
While he's making an investigation check, can I
20 total.
Can I make an attempt to intimidate Ella to get information out of her? What's going on? Intimidation check.
Sure.
You're on.
We just got some goodwill, okay?
So it's +5.
Yeah. And you'll make a, I think,
19 total.
Charisma
19
again for
total.
intimidation.
Yeah, and then Ella, charisma check.
Oh, great.
What are you running?
If you get about 20.
No,
Alright.
that's a 10.
So you have successfully... How do you intimidate her? Tell us how you do that.
My hammer.
He grabs his hammer.
Burning hands. Turns my hand red hot,
Yeah.
and I go, you tell us what has happened, you tell us now.
Okay, and you have to tell her. At least a little bit.
You have to
I've
say some
done
information.
something.
Yeah.
I did
You
intimidate
have to
you,
tell
so
her why, at least why you're hurt.
It's a 19
Yeah.
versus a 10 total, so...
I did flog you.
Ryan just said, I got shot.
And, okay, yeah. So
Who
you got
from?
shot.
Does it matter?
It does matter.
I got shot.
Who from?
Someone, his face I could not see because they're...
Why?
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 Why was their face coming?
No, why were they coming after you?
I don't know.
Can I take a perception test if I believe it?
That'll be
Insight.
insight.
Insight. Cool. 17 in total.
Yeah, she
Deception
genuinely isn't sure why these specific people are
Okay.
coming after her.
What are the results of my investigation?
Yes, so your investigation, you don't see any people, but you do see the sort of dock guard has left his station for the night because he wasn't expecting any ships to still be in there. And there is a sort of transceiver on his table, and on that transceiver you can see a message on it, and it says possible rebellion ship seen, recommend immediate action.
Right, okay.
Delete
Do I know... So,
And it's already been seen and read.
Okay, yes. So,
just send JK.
do I would know how this thing works, right? Like the transceiver thing works?
Yes.
So, do I know if, as I said, if that's been seen?
It has a little check mark next to it.
Fair enough, okay. Cool. So I guess I go back to the group and I say, guys, we might be in trouble. Okay, so I've just come back to the group after seeing this transceiver message and I say, hey guys, might be in trouble. Our ship has been spotted. We should leave. Get out of it immediately. They're requesting for reinforcements or for someone to investigate us. We should leave.
You now hear the footsteps getting closer and closer of the assassins as well.
Yeah. Time to go.
Cool, so you finished healing? Then?
Finished healing.
Yep. And intimidating
and put them in the ship.
I asked Rana if she's coming with us.
Rana.
Rana.
That's offensive.
I asked Rana if she's coming with us. Sorry.
Big
yes,
R.
I did.
Where are you going?
Away from here.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
Cool.
Or
Yes, we just hop in the ship. And
Yes.
do I know where I'm going this
a
time?
normal field trip.
So, yes, your character knows where you think you should go. You think you should probably go somewhere not under Savlum control this time.
Okay, I do not know where it is.
And so you've settled on the location of Hazelfras.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, everyone swiftly boards the ship once more, and you rapidly operate the controls until it is soon in the air. And as you do that, you see the assassins running into the building behind you, and before they can reach the ship, you begin soaring out into the darkness once more. Now, having filled up on Binarixo with enough fuel to reach the neighbouring star system, you make head for one of the closer planets of the Lavoway system, Hazelfras. Hazelfras, with its vista of gorgeous green groves, lustrous lazy lakes, and stunningly superb sunsets. Not to mention its 15 moons, it's no wonder this planet is a positive magnet for tourists. The Desdon, who dwell for most of their time on these moons, enjoy taking trips to the planet's surface as well, but their reason is to see the interesting characters that are drawn to the Paradise planet. One such Desdon walks slowly into the spaceport terminal, gazing around him, his big brown bear eyes smiling as creature after creature hustle past him. He sees an Igrax walk past him, with sloth face and limbs poking out of its tough brown turtle shell, followed by a Virapil, his pale face set into a stern expression and his antlers bumping into people here and there. The Desdon man waves from time to time at individuals, not often receiving a welcome in return, but he doesn't seem to mind. Kat, introduce your character to us.
Hi, I'm Tornassuk. I'm a Desdon and a Paladin, and I am from one of the moon planets, and I am a skilled blacksmith.
Cool. As you follow the movement of the people with your gaze, you see them walking through a wide opening on one side of the large terminal room, through which you can make out a number of spacecraft of differing sizes and shapes. Through there, you may finally have your chance to see the world.
I'm excited.
Would you like
This
to
is
go
my first
through?
time off my planet. I'm going to wander around and have a look at all the ships
Mm-hmm.
and see if I like any of the people around the ships.
Cool, sounds good. You walk into the gargantuan transport ship hangar and are met with an astounding sight. All around you, ships are landing and taking off, their engines a low hum of tendril energy. On the ground, there are markings for landing spaces, sized from small single-man ships all the way to immense cruise liners. As you walk about, you notice that some ships are locked, while others have someone outside them with a clipboard checking off passengers as they get on.
I avoid the lock ones because, there's not going to be a chance for me to go anywhere on them. And I look at the ones that have passengers and the ones that are landing to see if, looking like they're packing up.
There's quite a few that look like they're about to head off with people walking on, but almost all of those ones have someone outside them making sure that only those who are meant to be getting on are the ones that are getting on.
Do I know how to get myself on a passenger list?
No. This is your first time off the moon. So
Okay, so
you're
I
just
don't know I'm not
exploring
allowed on
things.
it. So I
Yeah.
wander up to one of those people and...
As you walk up to one of the people guarding the entrances, the Quamni man glances up at you, checks his list once, then before you can even speak, he says, "Excuse me, sir, but I'm afraid this isn't the correct ship for your boarding. Please ensure you read the communication sent, which details the row and letter of the parking space within which your ship will be docked." A slight frown of annoyance tweaks his scaly mouth.
I look confused and wander to a different ship.
Alright. As you walk up to another ship, you see that this is a medium-sized ship, which has its side hatch wide open, with no one standing guard. You see three men, a Quamni, a Gungo, and a Fettesway, walking away from the ship towards a supply stall at the end of the row of parking spaces.
I follow them.
Okay, you follow them. And you see them stop at the supply store and begin to get regular rations and water, and also ask for their ship to be refueled once more. And then they just sort of stand there waiting for the supplies to be given to them.
Hi, I'm Tornak. I'm looking for an adventure. Where are you guys headed?
Who are you talking to as well?
Him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he
And
looks
just to be
like he's going to
clear-
hit me with a club.
Just to be clear, Rana is not currently with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or pick me up or
That's
something.
concerning.
So,
And him is Mahez'us for people who couldn't see her
Mahez'us.
point.
yes.
Mahez'us.
Yes.
Hello there. We are off to places. None that I know of. You need to ask my
He's a pilot.
Elyiaz, that's it. You need to ask my pilot.
And am I in earshot of this conversation?
Yes, you are.
You are
You're
standing next to me.
Okay, cool. I wasn't
and-
sure.
After landing here, you think this is probably a fairly safe place to stay for a while.
Okay.
Fingers
Holiday.
crossed.
A holiday.
I roll to wear Hawaiian clothes.
Adventure, you say?
You just have them.
I was hoping to go on an adventure. Maybe I'll check one of the other ships.
Okay. You make an investigation check.
Which dice do I roll for that?
D20.
D20.
And then what's your investigation? What's your investigation?
There's a lot
number?
of ships.
And my investigation
So go back to the list, and it'll be on that list under.
-1, so I'm on 1.
So, yeah, you look around this gigantic hall and you estimate there's probably like 4,000 different ships here, and around you can only see this one ship that doesn't have a person standing outside it, probably because, you know, they didn't land here with permission. And so they are the only ones who are just
What a
leaving
poor
their door
accusation.
open and going to get supplies. So there's not really anywhere else for you to go, unfortunately.
Oh. When you guys leave, would you have room for one more?
That might have room, but why should we take you?
Adventure.
Elyiaz noticeably cringes.
Why do you want to come with us? Other than adventure. Other than
You have money?
I have skills. I'm a blacksmith, so I can fix things.
I'm just going to do an insight check.
Yeah, sure.
What is my insight? +1, I think. I rolled a 3. What is a table of threes, Jaden?
I don't know.
sorry, I'll take an insight.
I got a 4 in total, so don't think I got much from that.
Cool,
I
got a
got
match
20.
20.
Okay, I'll
with a
just tell you.
+3.
She's very much just keen to find a way to explore the universe. She'd probably even be okay if you just take her to another planet and then let her find her way from there.
Kick
But
her out.
She's basically wanting to hitchhike at the moment.
I whispered to Elyiaz everything you just told me because I won't be able to
Okay,
repeat that.
cool. And then I whisper back, I'm suspicious. I don't trust, because I didn't get the 20. I got the 4. Oh, sorry, 3.
It also would be handy to have someone who can fix everything crispy breaks around with us.
Do you know what I do?
Look, two people who know what they're doing are better than one. And Crispy needs
Persuasion?
someone. And look,
Yeah,
Actually,
make
make
a
a
persuasion check. I'm going to say that this is just against
I'll make...
Yes.
Yeah.
Elyiaz.
I got a 10, but I have
I've been
+3 persuasion,
So 13.
so 13.
I got 3.
Okay.
Again?
No, total.
Okay.
You roll a 2.
Even lower.
Cool. So you're pretty persuaded that she's happy to hang with you guys for a little bit if that's all you guys want her
I'm
for.
also not as stupid as Crispy. So.
That helps.
Sure, we
Crispy
can...
needs to come in.
Somebody can't pick up. You can tag along, but don't expect much. And I go back to waiting for supplies, I guess.
Cool. Yeah, the supplies eventually come, and a man says that he'll, in about 10 minutes, bring the big fuel injector around to give your ship more fuel. And he says you guys are free to go back to the ship and wait.
I'll just quickly do an insight check on him,
Oh, yeah, sure.
because I'm suspicious. Okay, I got a 6 in total. Why am I roll so low?
Yeah, no. This guy's just,
Okay.
he's doing his job, you think.
Cool.
Can I just have a look around the surroundings and notice anything that might be unusual for us?
Yes.
Just to glance around, just to see if there's something that's off.
What
Cool.
roll is that?
That's probably a perception test.
Yeah.
I said 16.
Yeah, I'll say investigation.
Investigation?
I've got like a negative on investigation.
14 in total.
Cool. The world is actually a hologram now.
Matrix!
You roll a 1, that's what happens.
Yes.
You fall through
I
the
just thought
matrix.
that was fun. No, so you look around. It's pretty, it's a very large dock. You haven't really seen ones this large before. Most planets, each town has their own one, and those ones are usually at most 200 ship size.
Yeah.
So for one to be about 3,000 ships possible to
Was it
land in.
4,000 before?
It was
Big.
It's big, okay?
It's big.
Big.
Because some of the ships are huge as well. Yes.
Would we have long rested in...
Yeah. I'll say that you
Okay.
guys long rested.
What does that mean?
So we...
So
I lost
you
HP,
don't need
so I
to do
get
anything because you didn't
Yeah.
do anything.
So I'm just going
So you didn't
HP
use
go up?
any abilities or
How much did
anything.
you gain back for that?
I
HP
had...
go up there.
I was got down 3
No, it
HP, so I'm just back to 4.
it
Long
goes
rest
back to
should
max.
fully heal you.
Okay.
Long
Yeah,
rest.
okay.
Short rest
When did
gives
you
you
take
1
that
hit dice
The
back.
explosion.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, you guys took damage from the explosion. That's right.
Oh yeah, so they would have all gone
Yeah.
back to full as well.
Yeah, because it was quite a long flight
Yeah.
from Binarixo to Hazelfras.
That's why I asked. I'm like, wait a second. Probably should check that.
Okay, so yeah, it's big hangar. So that's the unusual thing for you, but there's nothing like you don't see any Sabalin ships because this is part of the Rilken United Forces land area. Like the planet is part of that force. So there's no nefarious activity as far as you can tell going on.
Are we allied with them?
No.
Okay.
Which is neutral,
You're not
right?
against each other. The Rebellion and the United Forces aren't against each other. But the United Forces prefers to use diplomacy, whereas the Rebellion wants to win against the Sabalin Empire.
Okay. Cool. I'll probably note that down.
I guess we just return to the ship then.
Do I know the area? Will I know the area?
What,
Like,
as in, like,
the
have you been
city,
here before?
yeah.
I don't think so. You
Yeah,
guys wouldn't
no.
have come here.
How
as
How long
large
have I been here?
forces. You've been here for about 2 hours.
Okay.
Just
Love
wandering
that.
around and checking out the sights of the ground world.
Okay. So I guess I don't explore the city area surrounding, I guess.
Okay,
He
it's
told you to go back.
about a
No, I'm not going back to the
it's
ship.
about a 30-minute walk to get to the edge of the shipping docks. Most people,
It's that big, okay.
yeah, most people like they are going out to go on holiday, so it's not that bad to have to walk so long.
Okay, I will, instead of, if it's, I don't know it's that big, I'm going to look for like a map.
Okay, sure.
So I can-
Yeah. There'll probably be one at the supply desk. There's like a little
Okay.
eye symbol for information, and you go up to it and you pick up a little brochure, and it says, "Welcome to Hazelfras, the beautiful planet of paradise." And then you flip the page, and it has a little map that's like drawn in like theme park fashion, but it's of the whole world.
Okay,
Unfolds.
anything of note on the map? Anything like...
You see various cities dotted around. You see a big, like one of the larger lakes is noted. Nothing really that helpful, I
So
don't
just
think.
keep the map then.
You
And
can do
then
that.
I go back to the ship.
Cool. Everyone going with him?
Return to the ship.
I want to go to the ship. I don't want to be left behind.
Yeah.
Crispy, come along.
Is there a souvenir shop?
No, there's no souvenirs. It's just supplies and info.
You did get me at the souvenir.
I was going to buy iHeart.
There's only souvenirs for when you actually get to the towns and stuff, unfortunately.
What are you wearing?
Hawaiian shirt.
No, like, what is your character, like, actually, what is your character wearing? Like,
I don't think he has a shirt normally. I think it's just suspenders.
No, you can describe whatever you want. But yeah, he's
Pants with
currently-
suspenders.
Yeah, he's got pants with suspenders and a bunch of things on his back. And a cape. He's got a cape.
okay
Yes,
then.
but no shirt.
But no shirt.
Cool. So I touch his
Muscle.
His
Check it's
biceps.
real.
I touch his hammer, right?
Is it more of a stroke or a bit more of a grab?
And I use
Can I slap him away?
and I use magical tinkering, the artificer trait,
Okay.
to then have it display I heart Hazelfus.
Oh, that's cool.
On it.
Okay.
You slap his hand off. No, I'm kidding.
Give me some.
Chip is up. Very nice. I like that.
Yeah.
So is that a spell or a...
No one touches
So
hammer.
I can have 4 different things which I have like a permanent effect that I can turn on and off on it.
He's not going to use your permanent effect.
I've got a tattoo!
Basically.
So
My hammer.
I can just if I touch a hammer again, I can just make it go away and I don't have to worry about it. So
Okay.
there's no downside.
Keep it there.
Oh, that's great.
There's no combat ability for this. So well,
Alright.
there's very little.
So you guys are going back to the ship?
Yep.
Alright, what order are you walking in? Who's most keen to get to the ship?
Me.
Alright,
Do
so
you even
we'll-
know where the ship is?
Yes, because that's how I
so
followed
I-
them out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I'd probably be like behind. I'll be second then.
Yeah.
Oh, you beg behind Crispy. You just touch his hammer. Inappropriate touching of his hammer.
Oh, dude.
How could you?
Oh wait, if you slap me, I should have taken that now.
You actually take 70 damage.
And is knocked out of existence.
You just
Also,
like...
I'm fairly fast. I have like 30 and 60 for my speed.
Yeah, so you're probably in front.
Same speed as me then.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I think Crispy would then follow, and then Elyiaz.
I'm chasing him. So like, you touch hammer.
If you can't read, yeah.
That's true.
I'll take up the rear because I am the slowest. I just
Yeah.
walk at a normal person's speed, thank you very much.
Tornassuk, you're the first person who enters this spaceship. And as you enter the ship, you look around, seeing the complex controls, the wide viewing window, and in one of the seats to your right, a Raltcah woman who has her short bow drawn and pointed
Yeah, there
at
we
you.
go. I was going to say, if it's not already drawn, it's definitely going to be drawn.
Yeah. Rana, what do you say to the Desdon man that just waltzed into the ship unannounced?
Get out or shoot.
What are you doing?
It's not Shrek, bro.
They said I could come.
I'm just standing at like the entrance to the ship and just observing this. I'm not saying anything.
So
I'm just
have you
observing.
poked your head in?
How does entering the ship work then?
So it's like a small like staircase that leads up to the actual like control area.
Okay, so I guess
So
I'm
it's
at
like
the top of that
a
staircase.
fold
then.
down staircase.
I'm at the
yeah.
top of that staircase then. I'm just
Okay.
like listening in.
Can't
So
see
you
it.
can see Tornassuk, but you can't see.
So I can't
Well,
see
I-
past the giant bear.
I can hear her though.
Yes.
So-
So you're aware that there's like
Yeah.
possible danger about
Yeah.
to happen. And you're just like, eh.
I'm just gonna see what happens because these are two strangers.
Yeah.
Can I hear it?
Yeah, you can hear it because Rana wasn't particularly
Cool.
quiet.
I yelled at Crispy to get him moving. Crispy, get him moving! I'm assuming you're behind.
Him.
Am I
Just
supposed
get them moving.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
in front.
I'm
Sorry. Make a strength check and you make a.
Dex?
Actually,
because
It's
it's a shove action. How do I?
gotta be with disadvantage.
No, it'll be just my AC then because it's a shove action, right?
yeah.
Is it-
Just
is it-
shove, just shove.
What's AC?
Do it.
Armor
Armor
class.
class.
Armor class.
Is it
yeah.
AC or is it Dex?
I'll say it's AC because you weren't expecting it.
Okay, fair.
So it's gonna hit him.
13. Yeah, it's
Plus-
higher than 15.
plus 4.
Yeah.
So yeah,
17.
Yeah.
I fall
Right,
over.
so yeah, you push him and you, Rana, you see
I just do
Elyiaz
what I'm told.
fly through the doorway and
God.
slam onto the ground behind the Desdon woman.
Idiots.
Oh, man,
Man.
sorry.
I'm a
Desdon
man.
I'm sorry, my bad. I've been saying man until that point, so I'm proud of myself.
Who do you find and why are they here?
I compose myself, brushing off the dust, getting up. Well, we've brought along a seemingly harmless creature.
Adventure!
With 0 brains.
This one's the one with 0
A
brains.
few more
Crispy.
IQ points than Crispy.
At least Crispy's got the bronze. What does this thing have?
I have bronze.
If it can't hurt us, then there's no harm, right?
Tasty.
I'm a blacksmith. I'm strong. I win all my fights.
Full sentences just to make a silly
I
comment.
said food.
Oh, prawns. That sounds tasty.
Prawns.
So I'm assuming Crispy's entered the ship at this point,
Yes, he will.
Oh, has
follow
everyone
behind.
entered the ship?
and then
Yeah.
I was like, can't harm us. Then what's the harm, right? Literally none.
Yeah.
Why am I here again?
Why? You chose to come.
You can leave if you want.
We're on a tourist planet. You know, you can have some fun here.
It's very expensive.
Well, not everything needs to be paid with money.
What are all of your passive perceptions?
11. 13, wasn't it?
13.
Yeah.
Add all
10.
buttons.
Wait, passive perception.
Yeah.
It should just be a number.
The bottom.
Yeah.
14.
It's of wisdom insight.
What's your wisdom
Wait, no,
modifier?
Yeah, 10.
Okay.
10.
So you were 14, Rana. You hear a faint.
It's the rude sandstorm.
It's coming from one of
Recorded
the coming from one of the bags in the luggage area behind the seats.
What's that?
Is this now?
What's what?
That beeping noise.
And now you guys hear the faint sound now that you've had it pointed out.
Do I know what that is?
It's the rude sandstorm. No. You recognise it actually, Elyiaz. It sounds like it's your comms system.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so I Oh,
Candy?
that's
No.
that's a little special device I have. It's like I guess.
That sounds really bad.
What a special
Nice I have.
I'm gonna grab it, but I'm also gonna like make sure people don't like see what the communication thing is displaying.
This is an audio communication thing. So it's not a transceiver, it's a...
Cool. Is there any way I can
Put it on
listen to
mute.
it privately?
Not really.
Oh, it's out loud.
Hello?
Do I have any
telemarketing.
Do I have any idea of who's sending me this?
Not yet.
Okay.
You would have to get it out of your bag to know about
Yeah. So
anything.
I've grabbed it, right?
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so...
I've grabbed it, but I've not played it or whatever.
Gotcha. So yeah, you've grabbed your comms. It's a Rebellion encoded comms system, so it's only able to be heard by other Rebellion members. Nobody can tap into it.
Is it noticeably Rebellion themed, or is it just like a comm system?
It doesn't have like a logo or anything on it. And it was given to you when your trio joined the Rebellion.
Cool.
They joined the
Have I seen it yet?
I'm
Or are you hiding it?
I'm hiding
Well, you
it.
said I've got a special device.
Yeah,
and then
I'm
you're like,
hiding it. I'm hiding
You're
it.
not a special device.
What device? What device?
Can I do a perception?
I'm doing
You
sleight
can
of hand
do
then.
inside.
I'm doing
Inside,
sleight of hand, so they can't see it then.
Sure, yes. Do sleight of hand.
Like, it's still
14
weird.
plus, so that's 19
Yeah, it's
total.
still going.
Am I inside?
It's 19 total.
And you roll with advantage because it's making noise.
13, 17.
No, man.
No.
Roll
Oh
again.
yeah, advantage.
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
Cool. So he somehow manages to convince you that there's nothing in his hand.
Just answer the damn thing.
And so then
Elyiaz.
I walk out
I
of
will
the ship.
say that both Mahez'us and Qrispewophyl know that it's the comm system.
Yeah.
Answer
He
it.
knows.
No.
He knows.
I leave the ship and like go out of earshot of the ship and people generally. 'Cause-
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Goes into a little cardboard box.
So now that you're able to actually look at it because
Yeah.
you're not hiding it behind your back, you see a small red light flashing next to the receive call button, and the same faint can be heard slightly louder now that it isn't muffled by the bag.
Yep.
Can I use stealth or can everyone see me?
You're
I want to listen in.
You're standing
Am I
there,
still standing
and then you
there?
leave the ship.
You could roll for stealth against him,
I haven't
but
done
if
anything
everyone
since
else were
I
there
pushed
to
him.
stop you,
Am I still standing in the doorway after pushing it?
Okay.
Just like
No,
I'm
because
just
I
gonna,
come
I'm just
through
gonna
after
hope
you.
people are polite.
Okay, what am I doing? Perception, investigation, insight.
you have a phone in front of you. It doesn't have any like info
No, I
on
meant
it.
for this one.
Oh, she's going to try and spy.
Yeah, 'cause
Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, because I'm trying to be away
I
from
will
people.
say it will be against your passive perception.
So are you attempting to leave the ship?
I'm. Yeah, this
Sorry,
one
is
is.
this one attempting to leave the ship?
Yes.
Crispy grabber. Crispy grab.
Okay, cool. While this is going on, what's happening like communicator?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
No,
I'll just
right.
let this happen quickly. Make
Okay.
a dex save. Not dex save, a dex roll, Ella.
Oh my gosh.
It should be a deck save because it's against.
It's
I'd
just
rather do a dex
combat,
save, I'll be
competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dex.
Yeah. It's a
It's
deck.
just not save.
Oh, I want to do save.
Sorry.
That one.
Cool. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. So you grabbed her, Crispy.
But then
I'm
nape
super
again.
naive, so I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Put me down, you hunk of meat.
I live on a like naive planet on a tourist
Can I like?
off a tourist destination. I don't know about war, like all
Rebellion.
this
Yeah,
stuff.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I need to learn about all of that.
Yeah.
Hold her there, Crispy.
What's
Are you going to
Hold it
answer it?
Yeah.
Okay. You click the receive call button, and you hear the faint crackle boop of the encoder kicking in, before a sullen, droopy voice floats out of the speaker towards your ears. Hello, Elyiaz, Mahez'us, Qrispewophyl. Are you there?
This is Elyiaz here. I have. I'm alone. My teammates.
Comrades.
Comrades. What's the?
What do you want to do?
Cool.
It's
So
up to you.
my crew is just in the ship. I have just left to take this call. What is the situation?
Is this a set time to talk?
Yes.
Very good. You recognize this voice as that of Gaz, G-A-Z, The
Gaza.
aged Giaska man who led your unit of the soon secure rebellion, and his jowls audibly wobble through the comms. We have a problem. One of our semi-large Space Force ships sent up a distress beacon approximately 3 hours ago. However, despite our efforts, remote contact has not been possible. We fear that the Shablin forces may have boarded the ship and attacked the crew, forcing them out of the bridge to somewhere more easily barricaded. The ship is currently in the bridge of space between the Lavoway and Felanao systems, closer to the edge of Lavoway. It was deemed that your group is the closest small crewed vessel in the area, and for this reason I ask your help. We need to find out what happened on our ship and assist any surviving crew members. There were about 30 crew on the ship before the attack. Those are valuable men we can't afford to lose. Will you take on the mission?
Do we have any other information?
Unfortunately, no, because the comms are not accessible from whichever room the crew is possibly barricaded.
Alright. Can I put like a Discord on hold or something? Is that possible?
There's an end-call button, there's a speaker button, there's not really a pause button.
So I can't go back to the group and go, hey guys.
I mean, you should tell him I'll call you back or something, because you know his number.
Okay.
Or his frequency that he would use.
I'll discuss with my crew. I'll call you back in 2 minutes.
Alright.
So then, go back to the ship. And I relay and I get these two. Get them in like the
Bathroom.
He's currently holding Rana.
Yeah.
Rana.
Doa.
We can't let her go. We still don't trust her.
I don't have any like unique.
Well, it's better.
I can hold her.
Cool.
There we go.
Hold this.
I would rather not be held.
Okay, and then I get
You
them
stay.
into a part of the ship which is, separate from other parts of the ship, like you can close a door or something.
Yeah, the only real place is the bathroom, unfortunately.
Let's go. Bathroom meeting.
Cool.
With the boys.
Keep moving in the bathroom.
Cool. So
One house.
It's not a large vessel.
No. So I thought maybe there's like the cockpit or something you could close off the doors or something.
No.
Okay. So I go to the bathroom with the boys.
With the boys.
And I relay the information I was given. Said
Excellent.
we've
Yeah,
got
well,
we've
use
got
the
like
bathroom.
we have a minute. What do we think? Yes or no?
Look, I don't like the Empire more than anyone. I don't like this group more than anyone. So.
This group.
Oh, sorry, not this group. You know what I'm saying. Look, why not?
And we've got 2 new recruits.
We got one and we got one and a fluttering butterfly.
And Crispy, do you have an opinion?
Well, that's enough.
Yep. So then I go back off the ship and I go back to the place I was previously, answer the call, and I say, "Oh, call him back." Does he pick up?
Yes. Hello.
This is Elyiaz responding to the previous call.
Yes.
We decided to take the mission.
Thank you. And I'm sorry we had to call on you like this. I'm now sending through the coordinates for the distress beacon. Once you have completed the investigation, follow this second set of coordinates. They lead to our base of operations. Have you any questions?
Are you going to bring me and Rana with you?
I'm currently thinking. Do you have any questions?
It's like it's a school lesson. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, that's the worst question you can ask. Because I'm like, no, sir. And then, do we have does the rebellion have like a thing we say when we like see each other off something or anything?
He's gonna say that in a second.
Okay, cool. Because I wouldn't say that, but cool. He could.
That's okay.
Yep.
All right. Very well. May the tendril flow with you. Good luck.
May the tendril flow with you too. And the call. Yeah. May the tendril. So we've got my special device, and we've got the tendril flowing with us. Very cool.
This is becoming very good.
What's your charisma, by the way?
What did you think
13.
about my special device? Is it good? That's how he described it to you. Alright.
Okay, cool. Rebellion greeting, I guess. So that's what that is, right? Or, yeah, I'll go with greeting. Cool. So,
And then after he finishes that call, you hear Morse code starting to come through, giving you the coordinates for the distress beacon that was sounded out by this large vessel. So you now know where to go.
okay. I'm trusting that I don't need to note this down.
No.
Okay, cool.
I'm not going to do it. Okay, so here's a map.
Alright, I guess I go back to the ship and address the whole crew. So, guys, do I have I even asked for your name in character?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you
I
introduced
introduced
yourself.
myself.
Yeah, cool. Alright, I guess Tornassuk is getting their adventure.
Yay! Adventure! Where are we going? Actually, I don't care.
So, yeah, we'll be going to some interesting place.
Where are we going?
You'll find out.
I don't
You're,
like
you're
this.
currently being held. There's nothing you can do. So,
I have
You
a
could try to
fairy.
struggle if you wanted, Ella.
you could try and get out of the grip.
I have a bad film.
Is the fairy good or the fairy bad?
We'll
We
see.
don't know.
We'll see. So,
Fairy, are you good?
Fairy.
You have
Fairy's her head in her hands. And size.
cool. So I guess I get us going.
Yep, so you once again man the controls, get your ship off the ground. Luckily, within the time that you guys were discussing things and taking the call, the guy with the big fuel pump had come over and filled up your ship. So
Oh, we
that's
didn't even
good.
check.
You're just ready to take it. The
Yeah.
fuel cap's open and your ship explodes.
Yeah, like the vacuum.
Yeah. No.
I think it's the few.
Okay, fair enough. I can move about that.
So your ship is ready to go. You take off, and it would have had a little thing like telling you, "Hey, it's empty still."
Can I roll to fiddle with the air conditioning controls?
You
Sure,
can
roll
just
for
do
that. No, roll for it. What does it get? I want to see.
He doesn't even know where the controls are. Yeah, come on.
You start flicking at the headlights.
It's probably negative as well because of my intelligence.
No, that'd be a dex. Right.
No, the intelligence for locating it.
You rise off the ground and you once again shoot up into the sky and through the clouds, and you see behind you the beautiful vista of Hazelfrass growing smaller and smaller, and you begin your flight out of the Lavoway system to the space between the two star systems.
I'm so sad.
Would you guys like to chat about anything on your trip?
Come here often?
Come here often. Can I, instead of chatting about things, prepare, like, as an artificer, make some things for the assumed battle coming up?
How does artificing work?
no, so you know how like downtime would usually work,
Yes.
like just making. Do we have the resources
It's
to do
not. I don't think it's really downtime.
that? Okay, fair.
It's like I'll say that if any of you had any hit points gone, again you can take a long rest.
Yeah.
But that's
Fair
all
enough,
I
fair
would give you.
Okay, then cool. Since I can't do that, then I'm just gonna observe.
Can I sing a song?
Ooh,
Can
go.
It's the song of people.
I'm just gonna observe whatever's happening here. That is,
No,
that's
I'm
what
on
I
the
do.
toilet at the moment.
No, that's not you singing. That's just you on the toilet.
Some spicy food the night before.
With Isaac, the
Sleeping,
other one
yeah.
is like staring at
Trying
you
to
with
sleep.
vindication.
Can you sleep while the sun's sinking?
I'm going to attempt to sleep.
Okay,
Uh,
roll for no.
Go to sleep.
11, I don't know, plus
You sleep. That's not how.
Plus Constitution, yeah.
plus Constitution.
Check.
12 for sleeping with sound in the background.
Roll for noise.
He's actually.
You're muffled by the toilet door.
Yes. Does that make him noisier or quieter?
He's quiet. He's like.
So he's drowning. He's got his head in the toilet bowl.
Because that's how he goes to the toilet?
Yeah, shit, okay.
Blowing it down.
And just every now and then he gets curious about what the bugs do, and you hear. And then he goes back to it.
How is this in like 3 minutes of bathroom talk?
I asked how many planets they've been to.
Planets.
Ooh.
I look.
God looks at you through the window.
That is a good question.
Jaden, how much do I know about my planet visitory?
Roll a history check.
With the rebellion. Excellent. I don't know much about
I'll
history.
roll history check as well.
Yeah, sure.
Let's say,
You've been to at least 2,
I got 14.
including the ones you've just been to.
I got
at least 2 planets.
I'm gonna say you know that you've mostly been as part of the rebellion. You were mostly staying in the Felanao system because that's where the Sablin Empire's forces are. So that's where you've mostly been. So you've been to maybe 5 planets all up, approximately. You'd like give or take.
Cool. I then say, not many, only 1 or 2.
I've been to my moon and the planet we were just on.
So basically the same as us.
Well, no, my moon is part of that planet. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I've never actually been to a moon. Should do that one day.
I don't know why you even looked at me. I'm sleeping.
Oh, my you're sleeping.
In your sleep, you wake up and it's like, how many planets? I don't know.
And back to sleep.
Yeah. No, because I didn't want to answer. I was like, is it no? Okay, go on.
So tell me all about them.
Rana interrupts.
Yeah. Good.
I turn to... I forgot your name.
Elyiaz.
Elyiaz.
Gotta note it down. Come on.
I'm going to try and intimidate you into telling me where we're going.
Okay, cool.
Do it. Intimidate him.
It's not going to work.
No, like, how are you doing it? Well, world build.
Oh!
And also, yeah,
I'm not going to show you
the role.
I've got my roll on the top here.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you do?
I just put my hand on my rapier.
You're still armed? Oh my goodness, we're so dumb. We don't have weapons. He's sleeping. She's armed. And I'm in the
guard.
Yeah. What?
That's okay, I'm still holding her.
No, I reckon you would have let her by now.
I rolled...
Well, I'd probably let go when the spaceship took off, and
Yeah.
she can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I rolled a 16
I
minus
got
1.
18 plus 1, 19.
Okay.
He's not at all worried
Where are we
about
going?
you.
Well,
And he's like, my 2 friends are here, so if you kill me, what's gonna happen?
we're gonna crash.
Chris will flush you down the toilet.
No, he doesn't know how to use the flush, so he's chucking down.
You attack me.
Oh, I want to know. Tell me.
Where are we going?
Where are we going?
Well,
I'm gonna. What do I roll to ask where we're going?
That's
you
in
can
death.
you can try and persuade him to
Yeah,
tell
persuasion.
you.
Okay, I'm rolling persuasion.
I'm keeping the
I got
18 then, or do I
12.
actually roll again?
Roll again.
Okay, cool, that was...
And I get.
Well, great, I got a 4 plus 1, which is 5.
I have plus 3 persuasion, so I'm on
21.
15.
Oh wait, I thought you get 18.
Yeah.
Oh,
She wins.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
She says, please, please,
So-
please, please, please.
So let's give her a bit of an idea about where you're
I
going.
read out the coordinates.
Give me.
Like, why are we going there? Because you said you weren't leaving.
He said that. That was from the DM that you got that information from. I didn't actually
Your
say
plan wasn't to leave until
No.
you got a mission.
No, but you told me you weren't planning on going.
Yes.
that.
We did.
Yeah. Oh.
Because I was like, maybe I'll look elsewhere, and there wasn't anywhere else.
Right.
So.
I didn't realize that we actually said that. Okay. Cool. Well, plans
tried to get
changed.
rid of her.
Yeah. Plans changed. That's what happened. Plans changed. But yeah, I've read out the coordinates.
But why
It is
are
where
we
we're
going there?
Why are we going there? Because adventures to be had there.
I like adventures.
Yeah.
I just want to hit that thing.
Me too. Me too.
Alright, cool.
I'll get my right here out.
So I
I'm
walk out of the
young
bathroom wiping my
and
face.
naive. Easy guy. I know there's good guys and bad guys, but I don't know the level of, like, I just know that there's guys who were spoiling for a fight. So I'm happy to defend my friends.
So I don't know if you three heard what Callum just said. He says, I come out of the bathroom, wiping my face. I believe he was drinking out of the toilet.
You just
No, he never used it. He was just singing, pressing the button, and then taking it.
I thought I was trying to.
Right.
I was blowing bubbles.
I take one look at Qrispewophyl, turn back to Elyiaz and say, whatever planet we're going on, I'm getting off.
Well, I've already told you where we're going, so you'll see how getting off there will work.
Yes, acorn.
Yes!
I will say that because you know a little bit more about space travel, Rana, you can make an intelligence check to see if you can vaguely get an idea of where it would be. Sort of like if you know a bit about geography, you would be able to say, oh yeah, that line is around Africa.
Just
Like
raw
that
intelligence.
idea. Yes, just raw intelligence.
Alright. 13 plus 2, 15.
Alright, you know that this is somewhere outside of the Lavoway system,
Lavoway system.
which is the one that we were in currently, the Hazard place.
That's not helpful. I don't know what
Does she know if it's on a planet or not?
You know it's like it's outside of both star systems, I guess, but it's definitely outside of Lavoway. You don't know if it's a planet in between the star
Right.
systems, which is possible, but yeah.
Okay, are you foreshadowing there?
No, it's just
Okay.
world building.
Okay.
Some planets don't necessarily float around a star.
Oh, really?
It's not a moon. Sorry.
I'm from a moon. Oh, wait, you're asleep still.
That was Isaac that said that.
I'm from a moon.
Sorry. Star Wars commentary.
Alright.
Cool, yes.
Are we done?
Cool.
We done discussing?
Yeah, you guys all feel your
Rana sits back
eyelids
down with...
growing heavier as
Aren't I piloting?
there's an autopilot that
Okay.
you can set
How
up.
good is he
Yeah.
at flying, by the way?
Yeah, he's really good.
Okay,
he's,
cool.
He's pretty
I'll take that.
he's a bit of a daredevil at times, but for the most part he flies it carefully and well.
I'm gonna put under my tools for proficiency, ship.
Sure, you can do that. I'll say you can do that since you're the pilot.
I'll put that down.
Oh, what if I want to take over?
But say medium-sized ship. So you
Okay.
wouldn't be able to fly a giant cruise liner.
Yeah. Okay.
I can drive a car.
Because
Mine says land vehicle.
Cars on moon?
Yeah, there's cars on my moon.
Moon
I'd
buggy.
say land, yeah.
Moon buggy.
Yeah,
I can
I
drive...
like that.
Because it says I can drive a land vehicle.
Yeah, I think in normal D&D that would be like wagon. But yeah, I'll let you say moon
But
buggy.
we're spacecraft
Yes.
people,
Yeah,
so I
that's
have
fine.
moon buggy.
I'm okay.
Moon wagon.
Moon buggy.
I don't think there would be normal cars though.
No.
A
moon car.
I will describe normal cars, or
Soon.
like what the equivalent of a normal car would be eventually, once we see them.
Soon.
Well, not soon because we're going into the depths.
Are you ready?
TM. Yep.
Alright, so you guys speed through the stars towards this new area, and you hear the beeping alarm of the nav system telling you that you're getting close, and so you will need to take manual control again. Everyone wakes up, or wakes each other up if they need to, because Qrispewophyl's still asleep.
Toilet.
On the toilet, yeah.
I came out of the toilet, okay?
Yeah, but you went back in.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Sleep.
Did you? To sleep.
To sleep.
That's why he sleeps in the
Yeah.
toilet.
And yeah, you feel the ship slowing bit by bit to a normal sort of approaching speed. And ahead of you, you see a fairly large ship. It has once again a fairly cobbled together look to it, very usual of the rebellion forces because they have to build their ships themselves. They don't have any professional manufacturers for the ship or access to proper parts. They just make it with what they can. But it's clearly a sturdy vessel.
How much
And
bigger than our ship is this ship?
this ship is like 3 times bigger than your ship.
It's gonna be at least 3 times as big.
It's got 3 toilets.
It's a ship for ants.
And it clearly has a lot more interior space than your ship. Your ship is very much taken up by its engines. But
Do we have cargo space?
you've got like
That's where the beds
luggage
are.
space for just carry on
Okay.
and like rations and stuff. But yeah, you begin approaching it, and you see there's no other ships around. There's no sign of anyone having recently docked and trying to attack. Either that's not what happened, or they've already left.
Are engines on, or like is it?
The engines are all off. It's completely dark inside. There's no lights coming through any of the windows, and so you can't see inside at all. And it's sort of drifting eerily like a ghost vessel through the starry sky.
Would I be able to like fly close by it, like enough so that someone might be able to like maybe see inside of a window?
You try doing that. I'll say you just do it.
Okay.
And the only real windows are the ones on the bridge, and there's like the director Baz suspected. There's nobody in the bridge anymore.
Baz or Gaz?
Sorry, Gaz suspected.
Cool.
Baz is his brother, right?
Yeah, Baz and Gaz. Got Gazzo. Yeah. So no signs of life.
No signs of life.
Would I know if they could like access a communication thing from outside the bridge?
Usually in this sort of ship, from what you experienced in the rebellion, comms are in the bridge along with the beacon for
Bacon.
what did I call it?
Distress. Yeah.
Distress bacon.
Distress bacon.
He's interested.
I've got some of that in my
Distress
bag. When I'm
bacon is in
distressed,
the
I just eat.
kitchen.
Yeah, along with the distress bacon. And so you suspect probably someone had time to press the distress bacon and then run.
Okay. Cool. I address the crew. We are here, guys.
Where's he?
If you look out, can they see out the window?
Yeah, they can see the window.
Good.
Yeah.
If you look out, you'll see this the ship here. Coming
Tour
up
guide.
on your left, there is a seemingly abandoned massacre. No, not say that. So where the ship here is where our first adventure will take place.
Sweet, I'll get on that ship and fly it away.
Cool. Can she?
Well, this is going to go well.
No, this is me just saying that. I'm
Yeah.
not saying I'm going to do that.
Well, if you can fly a ship, that's gonna be quite good because this.
Can I
this,
fly a ship? Excuse me?
If you can fly a ship, that'd be good because this requires a crew of more than one person to fly.
True.
It's a 30-man crew, right? So, cool. I dock.
Yeah, so
Correct.
you move your ship towards the opening hatch of
As I do that,
Hannah.
Crispy, be ready. Cool.
move your
I
ship.
don't like the sound of
Be
that.
ready for what?
Anything.
So you move the ship towards the
I lick
docking
my lips.
hatch.
Stress bacon.
Sexual.
Okay.
You activate the docking sequence by flipping a few switches, and the ship begins slowly moving towards before you hear a quiet.
How long have we got while that goes through?
It took like a minute.
Cool. What I will say, say we should prepare a boarding party.
Can I go on the ship?
You can come on the ship.
Go first.
You'll be our sacrifice.
I say Crispy should be the one leading our way and in first making the entrance. If he dies, no one cares.
They're dying. Why are people dying?
No, I say Crispy will make a landing first, for if there is resistance, Crispy will be our best chance of making our way through with his wooden cricket bat.
Just picked it up.
Do it next to the mic. So
It picks up.
And then I'll proceed to follow. Elyiaz, not sure what we want to do about Rana.
What kind
Oh
of
no, you got it right the first time.
Not sure what we want to do about Rana, whether we leave her on the ship
Do
in
they
the
know?
toilet
They
or...
don't know my name. They don't. I've never told you my name.
We haven't even talked to her. We just kind of grabbed her.
That's true.
No, I didn't intimidate her.
She has a little name badge. Hello, my name is.
It's tattooed on her forehead.
Yeah, picked her up a collar. Look, read the shirt.
Good job.
You can read?
I didn't know that in.
Shall we leave this one on our ship, or we take them in?
She can't do much on the ship anyway.
Oh, she can take it.
How many,
No.
how many...
She's alright.
You stay with the ship, R2.
Oh wait, this ship. I thought you meant the other one.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
I'm the one who's leaving the ship last
Yep.
Huh.
All good.
because
If-
I'm docking this.
If we wanted to, we can have
Tornus.
Tornus,
Tornak.
Tornassuk,
Tornassuk.
Tornassuk,
That's what you have written.
Yep.
Tornassuk,
Tornassuk.
be appropriate for watching over Rana as we go on, because I reckon Rana will lose in a grappling match between Tornassuk.
Excuse me. Are you expecting to meet any unfriendlies?
Always expecting to meet unfriendlies.
Are you a friend?
I mean,
Who are your unfriendlies?
got nothing to better
I want to be
do.
friends with everyone.
Cool. I'm assuming we've docked at this point. Just
So
because this conversation's taken like more
Yeah.
than a minute.
you've docked, and I assume you've gathered the party that's going to go first onto the ship together.
1, 2, 1, and then 1, 2, and then last.
Okay, so it'll be
Everyone's just
Qrispewophyl and Mahez'us first, then Tornassuk and Rana,
And then I'm like the.
either last or staying on the ship to make sure
Yeah.
nobody steals it.
I'm also. Do we have a way of contacting each other across distances, like a communicator with each other?
Crispy just hits the
no.
wall and you just feel the vibe.
Not really.
Okay, cool. Alright. I say, search the ship in 10 minutes' time. Meet back here.
Cool.
We're all splitting ways.
What are we looking for?
Well, I don't know what the whole point is. Meet back here in 10 minutes because I'm going to stay at the ship.
Oh, I recommend you come with
I
us
come?
because someone's going to look after Tornassuk and Rana. If I take Crispy, someone needs to be watching after those two.
They can go with you because I don't know what's on the ship. And if they take our ship, we're stuck here.
Very true.
So, I'm...
I'll scissors paper.
We can keep her on the ship.
And then she's going to run away with it.
No, with
No,
you.
with
With
you.
you.
Oh,
So then they have one less person to watch because I'm
cool.
up for adventure.
Are you happy to look after Rana with you?
Look after? Well, I will deal with. Yes, cool.
Well, let me know if there's any unfriendlies and I'll get my rapier ready.
Yeah,
Shoot them 3 times the
I'll say
crossbows, they
that
climb
one of you could take Elyiaz's transceiver and tune it to the frequency of your ship's transceiver to communicate with him if you need.
I'll take the transceiver.
Yeah.
And I'll take... Crispy is not trusted with the transceiver.
Transceiver hammer, boom.
Hold up,
Oh,
why is this numbskull going and I'm staying here?
I know this number.
No one
I
trusts
don't know
you.
Naughty.
You know this numbskull?
You naughty.
Not
I mean,
me or him?
You.
I'm not dumb.
That one.
I'm just naive.
I thought you were talking about the other one. Oh.
He's dumb. I'm just ignorant. There's a difference.
Tornassuk, Crispy, you're coming with me. Crispy, lead the way.
Alright,
Tornassuk, follow behind.
so
And as he's going out, I whisper to him, there's meant to be 30 crew on the ship. And we're going to whisper.
That sounds
So if you want to try and listen in, you're going to have to roll
I'm
for it.
gonna listen in.
Can I like...
Then I'll do a... Try and listen into me whispering.
okay,
Stealth.
that would be stealth for you. Yeah,
Cool.
And I'm...
Should I do like a stealth
You're
roll
trying
with
to-
charisma instead of with...
I think both of you are doing just stealth.
Okay,
Good
cool.
luck.
Just stealth. Cool.
Whoa.
Well, I got a nat 1.
9 plus 8.
I got a nat 1.
17.
Is your whispering yelling at
she's-
Crispy's level?
She's gonna overhear, but,
I got 2 nat 1s this
but that's
game.
okay.
Yep.
Because
Okay.
you don't know that.
Yeah. So, yes. I'm basically saying it like a normal speaking voice, I guess.
You're whispering like, "Hey,
Yeah.
do you think?"
So, I was saying this
You were looking at this 30 crew.
yeah, 30 crew, try and make sure that they're, like, the whole point is that they are still here. So, yeah.
Alright.
Cool. Then they go off.
We depart.
Alright. And you click open the hatch, the doors slowly split down the middle and go open.
Darth Vader walks!
And that's where we're ending our session.
Cool, yes.
Didn't get an adventure.
Yeah.
You'll get an adventure next time. We got everyone together, that was the
Yes.
goal. And it took a bit of effort to get it to happen.
Yeah. Good fun.
That was fun. I enjoyed,
It's good.
especially the toilet antics.
Oh my goodness. It's going to be a recurring
I
theme
think
of
they
our
dislike
session.
my nativity.
No, just Rana does.
It's just me. It's literally just me.
I
Elyiaz
suppose
thinks
we're the opposite, because I'm really naive and cynical, and you're like badass and
Elyiaz finds it really helpful because that way I can tell you do this and you'll do it.
yeah. Because in my head, you're my friend taking me in on an adventure.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
In my-
Yeah, we're not telling her what she's got. Telling him what he's got into yet.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, you guys might not even know what you're getting into yet.
No.
I don't even know
no, but
why.
they at least know they're rebellion people. I don't know they're rebellion
that's
people.
true.
Yeah.
I have a head.
Yes.
Do I assume that they're rebellion people? I mean,
would the ship
looking at their
identify
ship.
I would say that you would know enough about the different ships to recognize the look of a rebellion ship.
Yeah.
They don't have their emblem on it anymore because they took it off because they're like, well, that's silly to fly around with once we're not, like, well, we're trying to hide.
Yeah.
So they're not immediately obvious at like a distance anymore, but yeah. Thank you
Neither
for
do I.
listening to the second episode of the Once Upon a Rumpus Room podcast with our second group. Thank you guys for being here and playing with me. Woo! If you want to interact with us, we are on Instagram at the moment. We might add other social medias eventually, but on Instagram right now at Our Pod. That's OURRPOD at Instagram.
That's not how you spell Al.
Correct. It's Once Upon a Rumpus Room.
Oh.
The A isn't there.
Because A doesn't need to be there.
Because the A doesn't need to be there, and it's more fun to say Our Pod.
Owl pod.
Like it's say Qrispewophyl.
Yes, thank you for listening. This is a podcast. The previous episode should already be up. If it's not, I'm worried that it isn't, because then that means it would have gone into thin air. It's up. You can listen to it if you have only listened to this one.
It can be deaf as well.
Stop doing that, guys.
It's like stop tapping with microphone.
No, don't. I also want to thank everyone for the reception. I want to thank everyone for the reception of the first podcast. I think we ended up with like 18
There was a
18
reception?
18
Reception.
listeners. No, wedding reception.
3 bars of 4G.
Crispy got married.
The toilet.
There was about 18 listeners from memory, which
Look at how
is
handsome he is.
like 17 more than I expected. So thank you for listening.
17 more than you
The one will be you, right?
We're gonna get 30 for this
Yeah,
one.
of
Ours
them
is the
me.
better group.
So yeah, I'm very thankful for anybody that listens to it. If or only one person listened, that's all that would matter to me, because it means one person gets some enjoyment out of it. So thank you for listening to episode 2. It was fun. If you didn't enjoy it, you can
Smash the like button.
spam me on Instagram.
Or stalk him in real life and find him and hunt him down. You can do that as
If
well.
you know me in
Oh, his
real life,
address
you can
is-
come up and find me.
19.
Yeah. My address is 19.78 degrees south, 58.35 degrees west.
Helpful.
Yeah.
I have no idea
So-
where I just
From where? From where?
pointed to.
Alright, I'll
Nowhere
quickly
near
make the
here.
roll for that.
What altitude?
What altitude?
3
5 meters from sea level.
Oh, beach house.
No, ocean floating house.
Oh.
Floating above the ocean.
Like on the ocean.
Like, honest. 5 meters.
How
Like,
5 meters above the ocean.
yeah, big platform.
It's like,
You're like
he lives on an oil rig.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes
For a
sense.
very short
A very short oil
What
rig.
is this?
if you would like to have your name used as a character in the podcast, or suggest a name for a
Like
character,
Qrispewophyl.
like Qrispewophyl, because
That was
that was
someone's-
suggested by someone, i.e. the person
No,
who
that
played
was
it.
their real name.
Oh, that was their real...
Yeah,
Yeah, the
that's
person named Qrispewophyl.
Thanks, Qrispewophyl, wherever you are.
If you would like to be an NPC character, to be specific, you can message me on Instagram and let me know that you want to be a character, or you can put a comment on one of our posts. We have a few posts up already if you want to look at those. And we might make you a character.
And if you pay $100 to Patreon, I'll
No,
pay
we
my-
don't.
Yeah,
We
Patreon.
don't yet have a Patreon. My plan is, I reckon once we have, if we ever get 100 people listening to 1 episode, then I will make a Patreon. So that's
Wow.
the goal for you to reach, listeners. Tell everybody you know about it. I'm not advertising this show other than by word of mouth myself. So if you want to advertise it, tell people and show people and tell them, hey, podcast, listen. And they might want to. So that would be cool. That's all from me. That's the end of this session. That's our
Adventure!
Woo!
Yeah.
Alright, thank you guys. Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Alright.
Hello, this is Editing Jaden here. Thanks again for listening to the episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. Just a few things I wanted to mention before I close out. Firstly, you might have noticed about halfway through there was a bunch of buzzing from a swarm of cicadas that were basically just causing a ruckus. And we accidentally had the door open and I didn't realize how loud they were until I just listened back to it, and it's pretty horrendous at that point, so I'm sorry about that. We'll make sure to leave the doors closed throughout the recording when we record this coming Thursday, which then brings me to my next point. This coming Thursday, the United Forces crew is going to be recording the second episode of their tale, so that should mean that we can have that episode out in the next fortnight. So we're actually kind of keeping a schedule at the moment of every fortnight. Hopefully that continues. It might not, but that's okay. So this one's coming out a fortnight after the first one by give or take a few days. And then the next one I should be able to have edited and then schedule it to come out on the Sunday like the first one did. So look forward to that one once that's out. And then the last thing that I thought was interesting, that I thought I would just Google because I was curious, the coordinates that I said at the end of the episode linked to a random forest in Paraguay. So there you go. Anyway, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you share it with people and tell them about it, because I would love to have more people listen. And I will see you next time, once upon a Rumpus Room.